NaruTalk, the Naruto ShipPodcast, is made possible through contributions from listeners like you. To help support the podcast and to earn exclusive rewards, head to www.patreon.com/NaruTalkPod. That's www.patreon.com/NaruTalkPod. Believe it!
Hey everyone, this is Naruto Uzumaki, and you're listening to NaruTalk. Believe it!
Hello everyone, welcome back to NaruTalk, the greatest podcast ever to be all about Naruto. And guys, this week, I've got a problem.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lay it on us.
I will lay this on you, because there are two things in this world that I love more than anything else. It's the NaruTalk podcast and my co-host
Heroin.
Morgan Williamson.
Oh.
Heroin comes in a close third.
Oh?
Yeah.
And when I supply him heroin
Well, yeah, that's the
on
great
the
thing.
podcast?
Well, that's exactly it. Morgan being my heroin dealer really just ties it all together.
That's actually how we met. Funny story for another
Yeah,
podcast.
no, it's cute
You're
as hell.
buying hair from Morgan while you're at her place. She's watching Naruto. Oh, you like Naruto? As you're shooting up.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it's good. Don't do heroin. But so I love NaruTalk. I love my co-host Morgan Williamson, and I have the evening of November 8th free. And I was wondering what I should do on that evening, you know? Until I realized that NaruTalk's having a live show on November 8th, 2019. That's this year. It's going to be in Purchase, New York, which is a town?
It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a
Is
place.
it a town?
It's like a bubble.
It might be.
It's a place.
It's a place. If
Look
you
it up.
Look it on Google Maps.
Yeah,
it'll
you
be
know how
there.
maps
Yeah.
work. It's in Purchase, New York, at the school SUNY Purchase in the Humanities Building, room 1032 at 7 p.m. And once again, that's on Friday, November 8th. So basically, we're going to record the episode and still put it out. And it's a really big fight. If you're listening and you've seen Naruto before, you know what fight it is. It's the fight that's coming up that is really a big deal.
It's the fight.
And we're going to project those episodes, and then we're going to do a live version of the podcast, and we're going to have a comedy opener and some special surprises because it's also Morgan's birthday, which is going to be really fun. So if you love NaruTalk and you love Morgan, two great things, I would say. And there won't be any heroin, so even if
That's
you
true.
hate
I
that,
won't be bringing my stash.
yeah, that won't be at the live show. But
Unless you want it to be at the
No,
live show, then
If you're
send me an
if you're a
email.
Go on the
$400
Patreon.
patron,
yeah, we'll
you get Morgan heroin.
no, we'll be coked up for sure, but like we can't do downers till after. So yes, that's coming up, and I just wanted to announce
36
that.
days!
Exactly, yes. I'm your host, Liam English, and of course I already introduced my co-host Morgan Williamson, who this week, I think it was this week that it launched, but
Ish.
yeah, this week, Morgan started a business.
Yes,
I'm so
I did.
excited.
I started a business mostly on Instagram called Shimmer and Spice Earrings. And I make fun little dangly earrings that are kind of just weird, and they make fun little noises, and they're
Yeah,
kind of like
they're
my
serious-
personality. Like, they're just weird, and you can't really find them
But
anywhere.
they're cool, like they're cool as
they're
hell.
No, I
seriously
mean,
so
it
cute.
sounds like a good front for a heroin business.
Oh yeah, definitely.
What the fuck?
Well, that's you use the needles that you
believable.
use for the earrings. No, but they are cute as hell, and Morgan's made some dope ass earrings. So check it out.
Yeah.
Follow it. What is it?
Dope-ass
What's
earrings.
the
Shimmer,
handle?
at shimmer_and_spice.
on Instagram?
Yes.
Right on. So well, I'll put that in the NaruTalk story and everything. But give
Buy
that a
some
follow.
earrings.
They're so cute.
Yeah, yeah.
I want
All
to keep
the
buying
signal
more and
boost.
more now that I
They're
have
super
one.
cheap, also.
Yeah. So that's really cool. Check that out. I'm also joined by my co-host Katie Sideri.
Hi.
That's Katie.
Did you start a business, Katie?
No, I didn't. You asked me to, and to give you a percentage of it, but I'm not going to.
I mean, if I plug it on the podcast. Except Morgan, because she's just giving me a discount on heroin. We haven't actually hashed that out yet. I'm hitting her with that now. Can I have a discount on that?
Sure.
Okay, great.
So you've said now both dope and hash.
Yeah.
Within.
Oh yeah, it's a multi-layered pun. You see.
You're wearing Morgan's earrings. That's a syringe.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're dangling.
Well, it's a double feature. I'm also joined by my co-host Raj.
Hello, people of Earth. I am Raj.
Yeah.
What if there's,
Yes.
like, aliens listening, Raj?
That's actually a good
I
point.
think about that a
Yeah.
lot, and truthfully, if aliens were listening, we're the aliens.
Well, dig this, right? If
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Well, okay, no, I have a theory. Check this
Oh,
out,
boy.
right? No, this is good. Okay, you know how humans kind of like are game breaking to the environment?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that humans are a parasitic alien race that like crash landed here, and that's how the dinosaurs died, right? And so, And so the reason that we're so obsessed with space travel, even though we don't even know what's in the ocean, is because humans, we're trying to go back home. Or at least to the next planet that we can, like, invade.
Destroy.
Morgan, what are you giving this guy? What is the heroin laced with?
Nothing yet.
No, but isn't that... It makes a little bit of sense, right?
No, I mean, I get it.
You know how
convinced me
they call it the
already.
food, the circle of life? The food, like, circle? Or whatever? Like the circle of life, like in The Lion King. You know? That's-
Dude, we could tag this podcast on a conspiracy now. That
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
full blown. I
But
love
like
that.
nature should be a circle, right? Like
Yeah,
that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
But we now call it the food chain because we broke the circle.
Well,
We've
no.
just won
The food
everything.
chain and the circle of life are two different things.
Oh, I thought it was a circle of food.
Mm.
Too.
No, it's a food chain because you're not going to see an ant eat a lion.
Strong ant.
Anymore. At one point.
Maybe.
I would love to see
With
giant
dinosaurs,
ants eat lions.
giant
I
ants
would love
ate
to see
lions.
giant ants, period.
No,
Yeah,
I know. I had this,
That'd be terrifying.
Like, you know how like oxygen levels changed how like sizes of creatures and insects and
Yeah,
shit?
yeah.
Yeah, like back in middle school, the funniest thing to me was the fact that at some point on Earth, we had 6 feet fucking sea
Yeah,
scorpions.
I thought you were gonna say back in middle school the oxygen was so different. We had giant ants.
So did I. I'm so afraid.
No, but it's true. Climate change is wreaking
Climate change
havoc.
is real, please.
Raj, what's this podcast about?
So, this podcast is about, well, it's the best podcast about Naruto ever to
That's
be
true.
made about
Maybe
Naruto.
the best podcast ever to be made.
Ever. We're branching out.
I listen to a lot of podcasts, and like this one,
We're
Pretty
up there.
solid.
pretty solid.
We're up there.
Yeah.
Liam's number one favorite thing is this podcast.
That's just not true.
What's number one?
Father the Bride by Vampire Weekend.
Ah.
Well,
I thought it was me.
yeah, it was Morgan, and that was the whole bit. That
Oh, I
Liam-
thought you meant of
Ross
things that
was
I put in my
referencing.
ear.
Do you not put me in your ear? There's just a little
The
bit.
earrings! I literally.
Oh my gosh!
Damn it! No. Okay, I take it back. Morgan's the best thing to put in your ear. Morgan. Sorry.
That are me.
What?
art for Allie to make?
No. If you did make earrings that were little you, I would buy those
Okay,
in a
also,
heartbeat.
so I was gonna make it a surprise, but I'm making limited edition Naruto earrings.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
That'd
incredible.
be so good. Yeah. Oh, that's so
Right.
exciting.
Fuck yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, so basically every week we
That's
watch
awesome.
2 to 3 episodes of Naruto, and then we again get naked, do some heroin,
Right.
shoot it up,
Yeah.
NaruTalk about it
Yeah.
for people like you.
Did you
to
say
listen
canon
to.
episodes?
I'm kidding.
Oh,
there.
sorry.
We gotta go to the. It's a
Everybody
slippery
always
slope.
forgets that. Oh, well, also, before the podcast started, you said, do we watch filler?
Well, no. That was in context because listen, look, I know I have a small, smooth squirrel's brain. Trust me, I know.
Sure.
But I knew at some point you did mention in my vast library
Yeah.
of things you've said.
It's true,
At
it's
some
true.
point we watched a filler
Some of
during
these
the
episodes
canon
have
runs.
filler interweaved. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what
But-
miscommunication.
yeah,
but
anyways.
we only watch canon episodes
That's true.
because we are pirates.
Yeah.
Like One Piece.
Sure. Yeah.
The other.
That's
not
pretty much everything,
Naruto
right?
thing. Dude, imagine fucking a world where One Piece didn't exist.
I don't want to. I'm getting back into One Piece. Morgan, you remember when we were in that show last year and I was reading manga all the time during
Yes.
rehearsal? That's the manga I was reading. And now I'm back into it and it's crippling my life.
No, but dude, like One
The
Piece
heroin
is.
I could handle, but not One Piece.
One Piece is fantastic. That shit growing up with that, like, because I was watching it with my new roommate. Exciting.
Yeah.
But I was watching Naruto with him a bit, and then he just started talking about like, oh, bro, I used to watch all these old animes like One Piece and shit. And then we started just like going through clips of One Piece, and
Yeah.
I'd go like, dude, that Roro Zoro.
It's so
like,
good. It's so
Three
good.
Swords, game changing. Sanjay, coolest guy
It's
ever.
excellent. But yeah, on this podcast, we talk about Naruto. We go through, we joke, we summarize. And what's so great about that is, like, if you are, like, say, dating someone who's really into Naruto and you want to know about it, then this is a good way to know about it. Which I say because Happy National Boyfriend's Day
Happy
today.
National Boyfriend's Day.
Which it isn't. I tweeted. I was trying to ride the hashtags today.
Nanny boyfriend day.
Yeah. So that's I always try and ride those
If you
trending
don't have
hashtags.
a boyfriend, Morgan will be your boyfriend.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
But a little message to all of the boys out there.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a girlfriend on National Boyfriend's Day, you can be our boyfriend.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
will love you endlessly.
That's true.
If you simply make a lovely donation to our
Patreon.
Patreon.
The boyfriend tier. We'll send you a personalized text. How you doing?
If you're in the Discord and you're feeling lonely, message me and I'll private. Can you private message on
Yep.
Discord?
Yes.
I'll private message and I'll just say.
I also will.
Yeah. Have you seen?
Yeah.
Have you seen the Nathan For You where he's auditioning an actress and he makes her say "I love you" like 30 times in a
Yeah.
row?
Yes.
Creepy.
I'll do that
Yes.
on Discord. I'll just take a video of myself just saying "I love you" over and over.
hello. Like it's the same stock video, so it's just hello, and then it's like a beep noise that comes in. Insert Patreon here, and then just I love you.
Yeah. Good news. Our first episode passed 1,100 downloads this week. I was gonna say 1,000, but then it just keeps going up. So
Thank you.
That's good. Yeah, thank you everybody so much for listening. Another announcement is that on October 17th, the second episode of Rio Radio is going to come out. We're watching a YouTube series called Senpai Club. I don't know anything about it, but at the $10 tier on Patreon, you can suggest what we watch, and Nina Kelly, our fabulous patron, recommended that we watch that for this episode.
Love you, Nina.
Yeah, you can listen to the first episode of Rio Radio by pledging $5 or more on the Patreon, and $10 you get to pick what we talk about. So go ahead and check that out. The episodes that we watched this week of Naruto are episodes 34, 35, and 36. Yes, which is Team 7's continued struggles in the Forest of Death. Nothing, no real, like, one thing that I can,
These gangsters are in the Valley of the Shadow of Death.
Yeah, they are. Just like a poem and a picture and a song and a Bible verse. It's a lot of things.
I'm gonna cut you off.
I thought you were just gonna say, I'm gonna cut you. Takes out the sharpest earring you have.
That's why I wear them.
Ooh.
All right, without any further ado, let's NaruTalk about it. We open in Naruto's dream as he pictures Sasuke unconscious while he protects Sakura from Orochimaru, because he wasn't conscious during a lot of that fight, so he still pictures Orochimaru as the grass Genin. He missed out on a lot, yeah.
Dude, you were sleeping.
I know.
That's like the second time he's slept through like an entire thing, like the Rock Lee and Sasuke fight. Rock Lee washed his ass in 10 seconds, and he was knocked out. And he woke up seeing a turtle. He just keeps waking up to the weirdest shit.
Yeah, Naruto really needs to stay in the game a little longer. He awakens screaming from a final vision of the opponent lunging forth. Shikamaru and Choji stand by him, Choji holding the stick that he clearly hit Naruto awake with, because Naruto has this giant welt growing out of his head.
Ew.
Yeah, it's strange as hell.
I felt like I was watching Tom and Jerry.
Oh yeah, because of just the
kinda,
thing.
Yeah.
Well, Naruto takes in the scene around him. Sakura and Sasuke huddled together, Ino aiding Lee, and yells for everyone to get down and hide from the grass Genin. Again, just goddamn, he's out of the loop.
Dude, you are missing it.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
It's not a porn.
Dude, you ever go to the subreddit Out of the Loop?
No.
Dude, I'm not subscribed to it, but I go to it sometimes just to like, because it's a really good place to find out what you're missing out on, because the world is big.
People asking what Naruto is, and you can link them to NaruTalk.
Exactly.
That's what you should do.
Next time you see a NaruTalk thread on what's Naruto in Out of the Loop,
you'll
know it's us.
Just link them in.
Dude, no, this morning I woke up to only a single notification, which is normal usually.
Right.
But I woke up and it was just from Reddit. They're like, hey, my username, a community we think you may be interested in is I am a total piece of shit.
Oh my gosh!
Wait, Reddit emailed you just to bully you this morning?
Dude, no, dead ass. They sent me that shit, and I sent it to my Discord saying, woke up to this. And they were just like, they poured out big Fs, man.
Yeah,
they were so sad.
That's sad as hell.
That shit was crazy.
That's awful.
Yeah, no, literally, we thought you might like the I'm a total piece of shit community.
Yikes. I can't believe Reddit
That's
hates you.
incredible.
Like, thanks, Reddit. Yeah.
So, well,
Not
Raj,
incredible, I mean, awful.
you aren't.
Yeah, Raj.
Yeah.
Don't even worry. Reddit doesn't know shit, man.
Reddit?
Well,
Reddit is
they think
wrong.
I'm a total piece of
Yeah,
shit.
Reddit's
but
wrong as hell. And
unless you're supporting us from Reddit, then we love you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Reddit's right.
There's
Reddit's
only
the
like
right place.
2 people on Reddit who upvote my stuff. I don't get that. On the fucking Naruto Reddit, everybody draws this shitty ass fan art every day, and I'm like, I could draw 1,000 pictures better than this, and they get like 8,000 upvotes. And yet these fucking podcasts, which have amazing art done by Ali Caruso, and all of us being funny as hell all week, every week.
Draw 1,000 pictures better than that, and then like the podcast.
Yeah, I
all
know.
over it.
The thing is, with the conclusion of Naruto, people need to like, because I say about a lot that this world is driven currently right now by nostalgia. So everybody kind of just wants to feel like. So when people draw shitty shit, it's not really shitty. They just see it as someone who's starting from like the start of their art career.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people on the Naruto
I know.
subreddit.
But we're starting from the beginning of our podcast career.
But
Exactly.
we're just already so good, they're like, give them a little time.
No, yeah,
and then when they need
We've
it,
evolved.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we've
how-
glowed
I think
up hella hard.
we should do a like a sexy calendar. Each of us take 3 months
gosh.
and release a fun, sexy calendar.
You should not have said that to me because
wanna
now
do
I'm
it?
gonna do
We
it.
could do
That'd be
whole
fun, right?
cosplays.
Yeah, we could each cosplay 3 characters,
Okay, but, like-
sexily.
Yeah.
You guys haven't seen
That
this,
would be
but like,
so much
I don't know.
fun.
Okay.
So just to describe what just happened, Liam was like, we should make a sexy calendar. So Morgan's face lit up, and
Yeah.
then Katie was like, oh my god, yeah. And then Liam's like, oh, we should totally do it. And I'm sitting here with total dread. I'm like, I don't want to do this shit. I don't wanna, what am I gonna do?
Sexy Sasuke, sexy Lee, sexy Neji. You can have those 3.
Dude, wait, I could do. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
Lee would be great. I used to rock a bowl cut for so
Yeah.
long,
Yeah.
but
Well, we'll
apparently,
style it.
dude, no, I got bullied
Yeah.
out of having a bowl cut, but not from like other kids, but from my like preachers back in my mosque.
We could straighten Raj's hair.
Oh my god.
I used to have a bowl cut too. My mom gave it to me, but then she'd bully me. She'd cut my hair like a bowl cut, and she'd be like, "Have fun, mushroom little bitch."
Coconut head ass.
I have a bowl cut right now.
What?
If I styled it,
Uh-huh.
I'd have a bowl cut.
Do you want? Are you saying that you want to be sexy Lee?
No.
You could have
No.
Lee.
Oh my god, we have to do one where it's Rock Lee and Big Lee. Because that'd be
Oh, Guy
hilarious.
Oh my gosh,
Sensei?
that'd
Yeah,
be so
yeah.
Sure.
fun.
Dude.
I don't
There's
know.
not enough girls for
Yeah,
me and
Big
Morgan to
Lee.
each
Big
have.
Lee.
Yeah, like I don't think we would
Yeah,
have...
there's not enough girls for me and Morgan to each have 3.
You know, Sakura,
Tenmari.
Tamari, the chick from the Sound Ninja team,
Oh, absolutely not.
Anko.
Anko, and the
kids.
I really
the little
can-
tiny
I
kids.
and the little
really-
kid. No, not the little kids. Not for our sexy calendar.
I really can only be Sakura because I have pink hair.
Yeah.
For
But
those
be
watching,
you.
If
I
Raj-
have pink hair.
If I know, and it looks badass as hell. They'll see it at the live show.
Ooh,
I
if I
could-
still have pink hair.
I could
'cause
do
probably
Shikamaru. I think that's the only one I could. Like,
Oh, yeah, actually, you would
confidently
make
I
a
would
mean
love to do
Shikamaru.
Hinata, but my hair is nothing like that.
Well,
We
if-
can make it.
Yeah,
Wigs
if,
exist.
if we're all
Yeah,
doing
that's true.
3
I can
characters.
style it.
Yeah, exactly.
That
I
would
can
be fun.
finesse the fuck out of that.
That would be
That's
fun.
what I'm saying. Yeah,
Please.
it'll be great. So look forward to our sexy calendar. Anyways, so Naruto's confused as hell because he missed like 4 episodes worth of material.
Oh wow, he really did.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
blocked that out.
And I know Miley didn't have work for 4 weeks, bro.
That's
That's
crazy.
insane.
And everyone's annoyed as hell with him. So Shikamaru and Choji are like mocking him, and then suddenly he notices Sakura's new haircut.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, shocked, he rushes over, desperate to find out what happened to her, but she casually shrugs it off as if she just wanted to change her look, and she's like, oh, it's just more efficient.
Yeah.
Which is like, dude, no, she's like,
Yeah,
she's
that's,
just going to act. She should be in
Yeah.
art school.
Dude.
Like, yeah, she's way better than
I guess
middle
Sakura's
school.
just badass now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me and
like,
Morgan's
dude,
third
I love
roommate
her.
came over when I was like watching that scene, and she's like, "Wait, wasn't Sakura's hair always short? Like as she'd seen like pictures or something?"
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, "No, it was long," and she was such a badass and like did the whole summary
Yeah.
for her,
Character
and I was like,
development.
"It was so cool."
I know.
Well, it's important to emphasize, I think, the fact this is the first character development that doesn't stem from Sasuke in an annoying way.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's actual character growth. Yeah. Satisfied with this excuse, Naruto wonders why the other Leaf Genin have joined them. But when Shikamaru decides it'd be too much work to explain everything to him, Sakura again simplifies, vaguely saying that they've just all been helping out.
Just having fun.
Really, like, expressly doesn't answer his question.
Which is, I don't know. Oversight on Naruto's part, because it's called the Forest of Death. They were told to like kill each other at
Yeah,
the
yeah.
start, so
Well,
when you see everyone around.
yeah,
you
that
know,
would be confusing as fuck. Like, I
Yeah,
know you're all
that
from the
is
same
true.
village, but still.
Imagine waking up to like your entire like like all your enemies
Yeah, I
posted
know.
up.
But
Just, like,
your whole
hanging out.
class
You
is
just
dead.
woke up from a concussion. You're chilling. It's like
Yeah.
you're just gonna die.
Spooky, spooky, scary.
Ino is impressed by her friend's brave front, like Sakura's whole strength.
She
and,
saves face
yeah, yeah.
well.
When suddenly Tenten leaps down and takes Lee from Ino. Then Tenten viciously shakes Lee awake, and she's like screaming
He's
at him.
def gonna have a mega concussion.
Yeah, I know, and she just shook him
That's
up.
the worst thing you could
Dude,
do.
he's gonna have shaken baby syndrome.
Dead ass.
Yeah.
For people who don't know, so a thing is with the way my brain works, if I find a funny phrase, I'll say it a lot.
Right,
so
right.
recently it's been 4D chess.
Oh,
but
God.
I used to say
I
shaking
said,
baby
no,
syndrome.
no, I messaged you. You did actually. No, you used to do that in early episodes.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
saying shaking
No,
baby
Morgan,
syndrome.
I messaged Raj during the weekend. I said, if you say 4D chess, I'm gonna throw a chessboard at you in 4 fucking dimensions.
And I,
Absolutely incredible.
I don't want
And he
that.
said, I just think it's funny, bro.
I think it's really funny. Like, I'll be in my room alone, just giggling to myself. 4D chess.
It's so strange. But I love that though. Like,
Yeah, I used to do the same thing with shaking
incredible.
baby syndrome. It's a serious thing, but just sitting there going, shaking baby syndrome.
and last week you talked about how when you were a kid you heard Ina Shikacho and you would just
yeah.
say it to yourself.
I just like phrases
I love
that
that,
sound
man.
funny.
Yeah. Well, eventually Lee, he's very dazed and stuff, but he does regain consciousness. Then he wonders how the battle turned out, and Tenten explains that Sasuke defeated the Sound Ninja, which amazes him. Tenten scolds Lee for his brash actions, and even he has to admit that his little crusade to protect Sakura was pretty foolhardy.
Lee looks fucking destroyed.
Yeah.
Dude,
He was like crying.
For the Discord, you're gonna get an emoji of that soon. I took a photo of that shit. It's gonna happen. If you wanna submit emote names, I'm getting less and less creative, guys. Or if you wanna send me substances that helps me be creative, you can do that too.
Yeah, sure.
Besides heroin, I already have that on scene.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lee's definitely deaf in one ear now, right? Like, cause
not deaf.
well, his
He ruptured his eardrum.
yeah, his eardrum ruptured, and then after rupturing the eardrum is when he did that thing where it like showed the sound jamming in there.
I just think that's for effect, really, because these dudes are like climbing from trees. Like, I mean, like Ninja Heel.
I still think he has one ear, but like I don't know,
like,
man.
if you get your if you rupture your eardrum,
because I think because rupturing the eardrum, I could believe that like they would be like, oh, it's fine. He like it healed over or whatever.
That was like the first one.
Yeah, that was the first.
He like
blow.
bled out of his ear more after that.
like. That was violent.
If you're bleeding out of your ear, you're probably
Just a thought.
not
Well,
gonna
if
hear
anyone
too
could
well.
work, like if anyone could sleep off, not sleep,
Lee.
like work off.
Yeah,
he'll
do push-ups till he gets muscles enough that'll just regrow in his ear. Ugh. Or he'll get a sick-ass earring from Morgan that doubles as a hearing aid. Can you do that?
What's
I'll just steal my dad's
Shimmer
ear.
_
Spice.
and Spice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Buy shit.
Naruto runs up to Lee, recognizing him as Bushy Brows, to which Sakura, who won't have him besmirch her savior's name, punches him across the ceiling. Because Sakura, like, really likes Lee now, because he saved her. Reeling from the blow, Naruto considers how much has changed during the 4 episodes that he's missed. And Shikamaru and Choji bully him under their breath for being so dumb.
Love it.
These dudes, Shikamaru and Choji,
Yeah, no,
really
they're
did
chads.
fucking like they did next to nothing, but they're bullying.
Yeah.
It's like when the music chats pulled up, did nothing, and then got the play shut down.
Yeah, Raj and I went to a concert here, and there were these dudes that we've never seen before.
They definitely didn't go here. They were actual like whole ass adults, and they dressed like 1990s British pop stars.
Yeah, like for real.
And they were music chads from a different music program, so they were bullying other musicians. So one kid was walking by with an upright bass, and one of them goes, "Bro, is that an upright bass? You fucking loser!"
What the heck?
They went to a concert to bully kids for their instruments.
And that's literally what
world?
Chikacho are here to do.
Yeah. And then they got really drunk and got the whole place shut down.
Yeah. Tragic stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that is Shikamaru and Choji, is what we're saying.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Sakura sincerely thanks Lee not only for saving her, but also for like allowing her to grow. Like that was kind of the impetus for all of her character development.
W for Lee, man.
I know. Still though, he bursts into tears because he wasn't able to beat the foes.
So cute.
He acknowledges Sasuke for living up to his reputation and crushing the villains he could barely touch. Like, damn, Sasuke really did that. Which bewilders Sasuke because Sasuke fought Lee. Like, he knows how strong he is. But I guess Sasuke doesn't realize the extent of like the power that Orochimaru bequeathed to him, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so now he's getting like a comparison level. Because if Lee lost and got his ass whooped so bad that we have an emote of it now, yeah, these guys must be strong as hell. Lee proclaims that the lotus of the Leaf Village blooms twice, swearing that when he and Sakura meet again, he will be much stronger. Love this guy.
I just can't be I could be having a shit day. Anything Lee says will make me smile.
Yeah.
That dude is an absolute
I know.
pure
Well,
angel.
so you have the worst day of your entire life. You're just like, you know what? The lotus of the Leaf Village blooms twice. I'll come back at him.
I'll come back.
Ino calls Sakura over cheerfully and uses a kunai to shape her new hairstyle.
Which is so nice.
I know.
Loved that.
Yeah.
They had like funny little banter.
No, not just banter. Like while
It
Ino
was
was cutting her hair, they were like muttering at each other about Sasuke
They
again.
were,
they
were
were
yelling at each other.
mean.
She literally was like, "Oh my God, Sakura, come over, I'll fix your hair." And she's like, "I'll fucking kill you."
Yeah,
she
she
was.
was like
I'll
really
give this
mad.
I've got a
pass.
kunai right by your neck, you fucking... Yeah.
This one was fine. The other ones were like, oh, it's Sasuke, like, this one's like, now we're like, actually at a level
now that Sakura's kind of her own character, I'm fine with her having a crush on Sasuke.
Yeah, because now she has something to bring to the table.
Yeah, like be your own person and have a crush on Sasuke. Just don't
Exactly.
have your person be a crush on Sasuke.
Yeah.
I have a crush on
I like
Sasuke,
that.
but
We all do.
Yeah, well, yeah, sure.
I don't think I do.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Slowly I've been more into Lee.
Here's the thing. I mean, after these episodes this week, I don't have a crush on Sasuke anymore. But last week I did. When he had the curse mark fully out and he walked out and he was like, Sakura, who did this to you?
I like
that
the
was
guy with
that was a
tattoos,
lot.
dude.
yeah.
See, that wasn't like a crush. That was like a,
That was just like a have
Yeah.
sex in the that was like a humpy
Have
dump.
sex.
Yeah, sure.
Give me the fuck me eyes.
I know you're like 13, but
Yeah, well, okay, yeah, true. I didn't think
yeah,
about that.
you said it out loud.
Never mind.
Dude, that's 2 for 2 on kids on
Reel
Naruto
that
right now.
one.
We're going crazy. Chris Hansen runs in the lounge right now, starts beating our ass. Over the summer,
Yeah.
I pitched an idea through our group chat. No one really gave a shit, but I think it'd be great. Chris Hansen, if you're listening, hear me out. Here's my pitch.
Wait. To be clear, and this is only because I didn't get this at first.
Yes.
Chris Hansen is the host from To Catch a Local Predator.
Okay, yeah, To Catch a Predator
Yeah.
by Dayline
It's
NBC.
like
Oh, Katie.
Yeah. No. It was this thing where like they would like catfish pedophiles, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Got it.
And then when they pull up, Chris Hansen would just walk in and he'd be like, "Let's
what? Why are you here tonight? And they'd be like, oh, I'm just meeting a friend.
with condoms, lube."
and
my
wine
gosh.
coolers. Yeah.
But he would just like show them their chat logs and kind of like just
Yeah,
interrogate the
expose
guy.
them.
Yeah, and then the pedophile would be like, "Oh, I want to leave," and he'll be like, "Yeah, go," and then the county police would arrest them. But here's my pitch. He also did a remake. It was called Hansen vs. Predator. It was like whatever.
Hansen versus Predator?
Yeah, because Dayline
So
like
is your pitch Alien versus Hansen?
well, that's my second pitch if
Yeah,
this
sure.
comes off.
Okay.
But this pitch, essentially, it's to catch a predator. But what happens is when the predator comes in and then you walk in, Chris, what you're going to do is slowly start to massage
Do you want
him.
me to send this to Chris Hansen?
Please do.
Okay.
So you're slowly going to massage him, right? And get really in the shoulders there. You're going to roll up on him.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to take off your blazer, your really nice blazer. You're going to kick off your shoes, roll up the sleeves, uncuff, button down a little,
Mm-hmm.
keep massaging him, get him real nice, and then just start beating the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Just aggressively. Take a chair, hit him with it.
Actually, when I hear the show
Wow.
Chris Hansen versus Predator,
That's
I
what
want to
that
see it
sounds
fight.
It's the
Yeah.
after
Chris
episode. They're like,
Hansen.
so you can either go to jail
Or
you can fight Chris
oh my
Hansen.
god, that's such a good idea. Jail or Octagon. Pedophile Edition.
There's actually,
That'd be such a good courtroom drama show. Like
Right.
Judge Judy, she's like, well, I sentenced you to 3 years, or we have Chris Hansen in the back.
he's in there pumping iron.
Pedophile's like, I think I'll go to jail.
Chris Hansen turns. You ever play Resident Evil 1?
Sure.
You ever see,
Oh, like the
when the first zombie,
yeah, it's like a slow turn.
You see Chris
But
eating a
it's Chris Hansen
pedophile
with like
alive.
100-pound eating a pedophile alive.
He has 3 teardrop tattoos that appear in the spotlight.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, yeah, that's a
growls a
really
little.
good pitch,
Yeah,
Raj.
Chris, we should do it.
Yeah.
Get me on the show. We'll produce this.
I'm gonna tweet at him tonight.
Incredible.
Chris, you're not gonna want to miss this
I'll send
episode.
him an email from our business thing. Yo, you know who I emailed this week?
Me.
There's this. Yes.
Okay.
But also, there's this thing called RDC World on YouTube. I don't know what it is, but they have this video called like Hood Naruto, and they like do all sorts of stuff like that. And it's like really big. And some of our fans hit me up and they were like, hey, you should get in touch with these guys.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So they haven't gotten back to me yet, but isn't that interesting?
It is.
Cool.
Just other things related to our business email.
No, I love
We have a
emailing people.
business
I know my
email.
professor
Send all
about
inquiries to.
podcasts.
Oh yeah, sorry. NaruTalkPod@gmail.com. You can send us anything there.
Literally, business proposals, advertising, sponsorships. Give us money.
Yeah, or just like long fan theories like we had for those 2
Yeah,
episodes in a
that
row.
was
That
Chris,
was
if
fun.
you want to hit us up, that's the place.
Yeah, Chris Hansen, please.
Please.
Anyways, above the scene of all the Leaf Village getting, Neji is sort of just looking at everybody because he's a year older. He doesn't want to get
badass,
in. Yeah,
bro.
yeah. And he considers the enormity of Sasuke's strength. Elsewhere, Team 8, which is Kiba, Shino, and Hinata, have already reached the tower
love her.
in the middle of the forest. But Akamaru, Kiba's dog, is shaking from some terror instilled by
Little
something.
baby.
I
No.
couldn't
Yeah.
handle it. Dog whimpers are.
Hurt my heart. Hurt the
I can't.
Yeah.
I
Like,
know.
why is
And they're all like,
You were
oh.
obsessing over the dog during the written test, and I was just kind of like, yeah, cute dog. But then, like this, I was like, oh
Well, that's
because
because you're the worst.
sorry.
You have to love all dogs no matter
Dogs are
what.
incredible.
All dogs need love.
We're
They
all here for Akamaru now.
Then Shino goes in. He's like, he's been doing that for about half a day now.
Yeah, half
so
a day.
at which point, take him to a ninja vet. What are you
Yeah.
doing? Come on, Kiba.
Excuse me, I'd like to postpone the exam.
middle of
My
the
dog needs
forest
to see a
and
vet.
I know in the forest of death, so it's cool for the students to die, but my dog is sad.
And listen, our
dog
parents
keeps whining.
will forgive our deaths. Like these kids
Yeah,
are dying.
Like, we signed a waiver,
Yeah.
but Akamaru did not.
He's an emotional support animal.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I bet he could pull that card and
No,
they'd be
he
like,
def could.
all right, yeah, actually
He's
we
a
have a new
support animal.
policy.
Sometimes I wear him on my head.
The ninjas disguised as giant trees. It's like their face appears like, oh guys, we gotta move in.
Yeah.
This is
The
it.
proctors are like, yeah, we have a new policy about support animals. We actually have to do this.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well,
so
so they flash back that half a day to find out what happens. And then it was like the trio jumping through the forest, carefree. And Kiba exclaimed excitedly that they would be the first to complete the test because that trio that they killed with the slugs, like 5 minutes in, happened to have the scroll that they needed. Which is,
Fuck yeah.
serendipitous
Yeah.
as hell, dog.
Ooh,
Yeah.
good word.
I know.
Good word.
I love the word serendipitous. And I love
Serendipitous.
Yeah, dude. It's like when like two things happen that just like line up, you know?
Like
I
a
would
happy
agree.
accident.
And for me,
Yeah.
when it comes to really nice words, it has to hit all peaks of my mouth. Serendipitous just miss ones in the back.
Okay.
I love the word Guadalajara. That place, I believe it's in Mexico.
Guadalajara?
Yeah, it's a
Wow.
place in Mexico.
That is a good
Yeah,
word.
that's-
Serendipity.
Serendipity. No, it's still Mississippi.
But what I like to do is throw a word like saying a sentence like serendipitous as hell, dog. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you
That's
throw
two
it in
levels,
really-
yeah.
exactly. I
Like
think
an
it's so much
SAT
fun.
word, but also you're 11.
Yeah.
Hell,
SAT word,
dog.
but also my actual way of
Yeah.
talking, which is like a caveman.
Dude, there's this one kid in 4th grade, and we were all reading fucking nothing at that point, but he learned the word belligerent, and he
Ooh,
he
love
would
that.
throw it in.
Wow.
At some point, and he became like a party trick for the
Yeah.
class. Like our principal would walk by, and
He'd be like-
hey dude, say the word. He'd go, belligerent. Principal would light up.
Oh man, that's so dude. Every word that I know because I was like an asshole in 7th grade. And I wrote like
Yeah.
poetry, and I learned it like crystalline and like acquiesce.
You crystalline SQS piece of shit. Fuck you, go die. Like you can
realize
imagine
that-
that's all Liam Bully skits.
Yeah. No, like, yeah. There was a poem I wrote when I was in 7th grade, and I showed it to my grandfather because I was really proud of it and it had a lot of big words. And he was like, Liam, this seems pretentious as hell. This is bullshit.
Bullshit.
I love grandfathers.
And I was like, well,
Shout out to all the granddads out there.
hell yeah.
All right, we now have a new scene. This is a live update. We have a ninja bug.
Holy shit! All right, there's a big bug on the
It's a
ceiling.
stink bug.
Yeah, you're supposed to kill those. They're an invasive species.
No, you're not
you're
supposed
not.
to.
You're not supposed to kill
No.
them.
Then they stink.
Yeah,
They-
they make stink and then they call their
They
friends.
attract
Yeah,
friends.
okay.
To drown them.
Yeah.
Is that what you do?
Yeah,
Okay.
Dude, that's a
I used
torture
to catch-
technique.
I used
What
to
the
catch
fuck?
Yeah,
them
that's a
in-
beaky up in this shit.
I used to catch them in glass bottles and let them die.
Yeah, well, no, because, okay,
There's
for
so
anybody
many in this
listening
building.
who's like, oh, you shouldn't kill bugs at all, I love bugs, they're just living their life. Fuck stink bugs, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
bugs are so
They're
invasive.
as hell, they're everywhere, they're killing New York. We live in New York. That's
They're killing
canon
New
now,
York.
right?
13 million dead.
Yeah, no, they're
stink bugs.
They're killing our corn supply. And
No,
we're a big...
13 million corns dead.
Yeah.
Gone.
Corns are people too.
The
I
corns
really
are
don't
gone.
want this to fall in the middle of the podcast and we all
Come
scream.
here, baby.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like a ninja. He's just walking
Yeah,
on.
oh my god, he is, dude.
Yeah.
This bug, which is climbing on the ceiling, has mastered its chakra control, dude.
Oh my gosh.
It's so
Okay,
powerful.
I'm gonna catch it.
What is...
Live on the podcast.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you were just gonna use
Are
your
you
water
gonna
bottle. I
drown
was
a
like,
bug
Morgan, your
live
poor
on
water
podcast?
bottle.
this is exciting. Wait, okay, so I'm gonna give live updates, so this is good audio. Morgan has
Are
an
you
empty
gonna stand on the table
an
with the
empty
microphone?
mug.
Okay.
And
Okay, wait. Like, Katie,
she's-
watch out. You're like
yeah.
right,
Oh,
right
Morgan,
under
Morgan
it.
has an empty
I don't
mug,
think I am. I think
and
you
she's
under it.
just now she's putting it up against the stink
Actually, it's
bug.
got water
Drag
in
it a little
it's
bit
not
more.
empty.
Yeah, it's got water
Well,
to drink.
You want to hear his screams?
He's in this, which is
Oh, flick him a little bit.
Yo, wait. Okay, Raj, can you talk to the people?
Okay, so now Liam's getting up. He has a pencil in his hand. Morgan has the cup. Penetrating the bug with a pencil. He hits it. The bug is falling to the cup.
He's in.
He's in.
Wait, cover it. They fly. don't
Covering
they?
it. We are now drowning the bug.
Don't
Yeah.
they fly?
Can you hear his screams?
This is the sound of the bug.
I'm drowning.
This is against the
All right, we
Geneva
got the same
Convention.
bug.
Wow.
Except I really need to read
Oh
that.
my god, that is good content.
Wow.
Wow, I feel so powerful.
Yeah, that was amazing. That was
shit.
we just like fought a sound ninja.
I know what to do.
We'll give
Oh
you-
my god! Bag.
He's risen from the cup. He's fighting back.
Cover the cup. Cover the cup.
Cover the. Don't throw
Yes,
sanitizer.
poison it. Poison the water.
This is definitely against the Geneva Convention.
Liam, do you need all this stuff?
What?
These things?
I mean, yeah, that's where I keep our
Wait,
microphone.
Oh my god.
Okay, he's under the tea bag.
Oh my god.
Just we gotta cover this.
We're committing murder.
Yeah, cover the top.
Insecticide. Oh my god.
He's under the teabag.
Do we think he's stronger than the piece of paper?
No,
we just
definitely.
put?
I think
No,
under a teabag.
dude, he mastered his chakra, bro.
Yeah,
But
I know.
I'm just wait, can it not be so close to
He
me?
might hidden
Yeah,
lotus
it's like a
our ass,
teabag.
bro.
No, I'll watch it.
Okay, so yes.
Oh my god. We'll give you a live update when it ends,
Bug-
letting you know how he
Yes,
does.
the bug has been captured.
No
Eventually-
bugs were harmed in the making of this
No,
podcast.
no,
true.
fuck stink bugs.
No,
Stink bugs were
eventually,
harmed in the
all
All
these
making
stink
of this
bugs. That's the
podcast.
official stance. Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah.
The official-
Yes,
yeah,
okay.
Fuck stink bugs,
They
dude.
torment me. They're even worse upstate.
Yeah. Oh my god! We're talking about Shino! And a bug just showed up!
Wow.
Shino's whole gimmick is bugs! Guys, that's serendipitous.
Serendipity.
Yo.
Circle of food, man. That's how it works.
Circle of food!
Chain of life.
That was amazing.
Now the podcast knows if we all just scream, it climbed out.
I'm so
If you slowly start to hear
satisfied.
bug buzzing, it's because Shino's in here and he's replaced us all with bugs.
Yeah, Shino heard us shit talking when he first showed up, that weird Texas Batman accent he had.
Is there a way that you could edit the end of the podcast to just turn to all of us being bugs, like Raj just said? As if Shingo turned us all into bugs.
No.
There's this one anime. I actually have no idea what it's called or
Yeah.
like anything about it, but I know one clip. For some reason, they're on a different planet, and one dude is in like a mecha suit, like a body morph suit that's super powerful, and he's very angry for some reason.
Morph suit.
Is it a morph? And
How
he's
was your dick sock?
Sorry, I'm in a freshman's or a senior's project right now.
Yes.
And I have to wear a morph suit, which is skin tight, so I have to put my whole penis and balls.
my whole cock and balls.
Dude, the whole bangers and
Where's your
mash, my
dick
guy.
sock?
Yeah, how's your dick sock?
Yeah, a dick
I love
sock.
that question.
Literally a dick sock. Yeah.
I'm like very curious.
How is the
about
dick
it.
sock?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
comfy.
Yeah.
I picked a high quality sock.
Good.
Like
You have to.
Yeah, for the people listening, like, don't pick a low quality sock for your dick sock.
No, care about your dick.
Yeah.
Treat it right.
Care
But,
about your
yeah,
dick.
sorry.
Anyway,
guy
so
on
for,
morph
like
suit.
I don't know what happens. He's avenging someone, and then
Yeah.
out of the fields, all you see is rushing are like 12-foot tall cockroach men, and he's fighting with the power of vengeance in his mind.
Yeah.
So he's going crazy. He's
Right.
crushing and crunching and just punching through bugs. And I don't know if you guys can imagine. Again, probably at some point the oxygen levels there were really high.
Yeah.
But 12-foot cockroach men
Yeah.
getting punched in the face.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Basically what we
That
just
shit.
dealt with.
Oh yeah, no, we just
Yeah, that is
for revenge.
Dealt.
Yes,
That was
dealt.
crazy.
Now,
Bitch.
Shino, the bug guy in Naruto, and Hinata warned Kiba not to get overconfident, advising that they avoid any further enemy encounters. But Kiba ignored them, going so far as to call Shino names.
And when you play that message backwards, what Cena just said, it's like,
Yeah.
there's a podcast. I'm coming for you guys.
Yeah, no,
Dude,
exactly.
actually, I wonder if that, like, remember when you called out those two other Naruto podcasts?
Yes.
They sent a
They
stink
sent
bug?
a stink bug, yeah.
They're trying to get our jokes and gimmicks.
Well,
We're coming
we
for you,
caught
bitch.
Yeah.
What's our
Don't
what's our
fuck
local
with us.
bug here? What do we usually deal with? Like centipedes?
Yo,
We'll send you
Stink bug.
centipedes, you
like,
piece of
like
shit.
at this school, we do.
Stink bugs.
Yes, well,
Stink
stink
bugs
bugs.
are
Well, that's
so
because we're
many.
being attacked. We're being
Yeah,
targeted.
but also,
clearly.
like, we have big ass spiders on this
Oh,
campus.
also bees.
So many bees.
I didn't mean to say it like the card, but I did.
That's good. But actually, recently around campus, someone's been placing just really bright red apples in places, and all the bees and wasps just
Yeah.
pour that shit out.
Yeah.
Also,
Interesting.
dead birds.
Oh, yeah.
So many. It's
But
so
actually-
sad.
And so the other Naruto podcasts out there, expect your PO box to be filled with bugs and animal carcasses
And bees.
God.
and
Bees?
bees.
Speaking of huge spiders, recently for money,
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, you did a psych experiment.
I did a psych experiment where I had to interact with a spider, so I had to do it twice. One time they just made me go in, they tracked my fear levels at every step. It was casual, like it was a huge spider around the size of my hand, and my hand's pretty big.
Was it real?
Yeah,
Holy
humongous
shit.
tarantula.
I want to do that
And-
so bad.
Crazy.
And they start off slow. They go, put your hand on the side of the cage. Put your hand above it in the cage.
Yeah.
Put your face in the cage. Put your face and hand while I shoot
Right,
it with
right.
water.
I do consider all of this just a
Yeah.
quick sidebar. I do consider all of this Naruto themed because we
Bugs.
are talking about Shino.
Yes.
And Shino is all about bugs.
Bug bully.
Dogs and bugs are all on the table right now. Yeah.
But then I came back recently because they divided it for some reason. I was getting paid 15 in total, but they gave me 5 for the first part and 10 for the second. So I realized why. It's because when I sat down, she's just going, "Hey, welcome back. So we're just gonna brief in a few things, blah blah blah." And then as she's doing this, she's just cracking open a pill bottle,
Yep.
and I was like, "What the fuck's happening? Is she about to take an Advil right now?" No, she hands me a pill,
Yep.
and she gives me a piece of paper, and she's like, "You're gonna take this and go fuck with that spider."
They gave this motherfucker Xannies and made him fight a tarantula.
That's crazy.
It was insane.
Wow.
I'm sorry. For $10?
$10.
Wait, to rephrase that, for $10.
For $10, I took a pill
Is
and
that
went
legal?
That's a movie ticket, so...
Like, did
Well-
you sign like a waiver where they were like,
Yeah,
oh,
no,
by
I
the
did.
way, we're gonna give you drugs
And spiders.
and a spider.
I didn't know about the drugs, but
Drugs and a spider
That's
sounds like a bad
crazy.
night.
I went in there and I don't know. I didn't know if the pill was working or anything, but
Yeah.
I was just. I don't know. I think
You tripped for about 40 minutes.
it's weird because the thing is that's my 4th time doing this experiment, so I'm just so naturally calm. I know what's happening.
Right,
so when
right.
they're asking me my fear level from 1 to 10, will I like do the thing? I'll be like, oh, I'm at like a 2 right now. I'll grab that spider. I don't give a shit.
I just pictured Raj being like, I'm at a fucking 1. What are you gonna do?
No, yeah, but for the sake of our experiment, I would be like 2, 3.
Right,
And then
right.
even when they at the last step they make you want to pet the spider, but they never do. They just want you to believe it. So I was like, because even though I know they're not gonna make me touch the spider.
Right.
What if this is my first time doing the pill? What if on the pill they make me fucking touch the spider?
Yeah, what if they make you... Oh, I thought you were
Yeah.
going to say, what if they make you fuck this spider?
What if I have to fuck this spider?
Wow.
That's not treating your dick right.
What if the pill makes him, like, able to fuck spiders? Like SpiderMan, but that's his power.
Like, the spider. Okay.
What?
Bit by a radioactive spider, Peter Parker can now fuck spiders.
Man
Oh
arrested
my.
for fucking 6
That wasn't-
spiders.
that wasn't-
Peter Parker on death row.
Was that a cutscene?
It's into this. It's one of the Spider-Man and Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the spider.
Spider-Man into the spider.
Morgan!
Oh, again, that's a gold star.
That
If
was
any,
incredible.
dude, actually, there's a bunch of friends at home of mine. What a
Mary Jane is like, honey, you just hit the jackpot, and he has a tarantula in his hand. He's like, oh, I already did.
back at home, my friends.
He's having sex with a tarantula.
Yes. So my friend, they like a pastime of ours, because we would just go to a house and do nothing. We like literally would just sit there, do nothing.
Yeah.
They eventually, once they started getting into porn, they would show us the funniest porn they could find.
Yeah.
And there's a company called Wood Rocket who makes like all the wacky like branded porn, like
Right,
Guardians
right.
of the Galaxy. It's called Nardians of the Galaxy, or like the Ass Avengers.
I just want to say, like, right now, a Rio Radio that we watch is gonna be Naruto hentai.
Oh,
is that, like,
definitely,
cool with everyone?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Like,
That's
the
an experience I
Naruto
would actually
hentai
have.
subreddit has more people in it than the Naruto subreddit.
It's powerful.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
When you look up Naruto on Reddit, the first recommendation is hentai.
That's like really true.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
sorry.
Wood Rocket, if you're listening for some odd reason, if you want to make a Naruto and then like a tarantula person and then like
Yeah.
it would be like a Spider-Man guy, but he's wearing like a headband, like a
That
call back to us.
Fills everything out.
Yeah. So if you want to get us on that, we'll produce it. We'll put our name on it. I'll be a tarantula.
Yeah.
Katie,
Yeah.
putting you on the spot. So we decorated for Halloween September 1st.
Yes.
And we have giant.
Power
We
move.
did.
We have giant spiders.
Oh
in our room.
no.
Let's have sex
Can
with
we?
the
No.
spiders.
Can we get them Naruto headbands?
Oh my god,
that'd be
please.
so
nice.
That'd be so fun.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I think a Naruto headband really does add anything to our lives because I went to the Museum of Moving Images recently, and
Did you really? Oh, over the summer.
yeah, and that's where I performed a bit. But somebody, I was like kind of out of it, not really. Like it was like a spur of the moment thing.
Right.
But everyone who was performing, there was this one guy, and he got my attention because he had a custom made Naruto headband while he was rapping, and it had like some of his lyrics on it.
We should get custom ones that have NaruTalk, the Naruto ShipPodcast.
Oh, we so
Oh my
should.
god, yes.
Yeah.
I
Yo,
could
next time
like that.
we go to like a
Yeah.
convention or something, I'll get those. Like,
Oh, speaking
yeah.
of New York City Comic Con.
It's happening now.
Rep
right?
NaruTalk
Yeah.
if you're there.
Yeah, rep NaruTalk if you're there.
I mean, it'll be over by the time this is out. But if you were there and you repped it, fuck yeah, you're the
Yeah,
best.
I don't think there's as much Naruto news is coming out as I wanted there to be. Like, Viz Media was like, 20th anniversary, we're gonna do Australia. They literally, there's a skateboard with Naruto's face on it. That's the only news that's come out.
Yeah.
Because I would, if there was news, I would say it here.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
there's
there's a skateboard.
more episodes of Boruto coming out. Who gives a shit? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except I think one guy in our Discord watches it. I mean, bless your soul, man.
Power to you.
Boruto
you know.
sucks ass.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Anyways, the manga's pretty good. Doesn't matter.
The game kind of sucks.
The point is, Hinata. Well,
I forgot what we were doing.
yeah. Sorry, I forgot.
Let's continue to Naruto.
Right, yeah.
Right.
So Kiba sort of calls Shino names when he's like, "Hey, man, maybe we should like be careful." And Hinata's just sort of sitting in the back. She's like, "I hope Naruto and his team are okay."
Even the
so
smallest
sweet.
of bugs
Then-
will attack.
Akamaru and Kiba caught the scent of something, causing Kiba to come to an abrupt halt. He commanded Hinata to use her Byakugan to confirm the presence of an opponent in their path ahead.
Her face gets real creepy when she does that.
With all the
With the
veins.
veins,
in it?
yeah.
What do you think is cooler, Byakugan or Sharingan?
Byakugan.
Yeah.
I like the veins, yeah. Vascular.
Wait, we're talking about
muscles.
just looks or ability?
Just looks.
Okay, because like Sasuke's ability is like I can see what you
Yeah,
do.
the Sharingan's abilities are kind of vague.
Yeah.
It's just,
Well,
But
you could
Byakugan
like
is, like,
real
powerful.
easily just be like popping a contact and be like,
I want Sharingan contacts so bad.
I think
sell
they
them.
I know.
Exist.
My mom
No.
always bullied me. I would be like, Mom, can I... This
Yeah.
episode's just about my mom bullying me. But I'd be like, Mom, can I please get a Sharingan thing? And she'd be like, Liam, you're not going to have any friends, and I'm not going to talk to you anymore.
no, dude, but no, she's right. I had.
She's right.
In elementary school, I got a Naruto
Also,
headband, and I would wear that shit
Yeah.
every day, and I considerably lost a great
Yep.
amount of friends. And not even like people were just like, "Oh, that's the Naruto headband guy." They just like did not fuck with the idea of me wearing a headband.
My
And
dude,
look at you now.
Exactly.
I had... Oh, yeah.
Still not fucking with people.
No. I had a headband and fingerless gloves
Oh,
with the
you
village thing on
maniac.
them. And shuriken with a shuriken holder.
Bro.
And, I mean, like, now keep in mind, this was
We
more
gotta
fun.
get Queer Eye in here for
This-
you
I
back
know,
in 4th
seriously,
grade.
yeah. I mean, I'm wearing a Naruto shirt right now.
but now it's
You always
balling. Now
are.
you could rep it.
Well, yeah. Now it's more of like a...
Which is strange because you think you would be able to rep Naruto merch when it's out as a kid.
Yeah, exactly. But actually, you have to wait until it comes around. Ironically,
It's
But
nostalgia,
not
dude.
ironic.
It's all nostalgia.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If you're into something and people are telling you to be yourself and you're in like middle school or high school,
Yeah.
don't be yourself. That's
Oh
not
my
the time to be
gosh.
yourself.
No, no.
Yeah.
Wait.
So,
You can be yourself.
Be yourself when
I'm just
everyone
like a
else
parrot.
follows the same. Okay, so this is the way I think about
Be
purchase.
yourself when it's trendy.
No, literally, this is what I think. I think everyone you'll meet. Oh my God! The bug is back. He's fucked with the paper.
oh my god.
You're pissing him off, man.
I'm hitting you down, guys. We gotta cover this cup.
We gotta
put the
kill
paper
him,
in the
man. We
cup.
gotta just end
He's
him.
stronger than paper. That's established. Does anyone have a
Get
book?
scissor. Get scissors.
Raj, that was an amazing
He's
run.
coming back up.
Yeah, I know. We have to fight him.
Guys,
Okay, what if he shoots a stink at us? We really gotta just do something.
Hey,
If I have to pee, I can run to a room and
I
get
can't keep
something.
knocking him down.
Go.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a
Take
quick
it.
break while we deal with this
Dump it.
bug.
Should I do that?
Wait.
take it and dump it.
Quick, wait.
Like
Okay,
the
ready?
toilet or
Ready,
something?
guys.
Wait, I really don't want to.
You gotta be
Quick
ready.
break.
Gotta be ready.
Wait,
guys.
I just
Everybody
clean
shut
edit.
up.
Clean edit. Quick break while we deal with this bug. Okay. Wow. So the bug's dead.
Crazy story.
Or at least no.
Actually,
Yeah, it's not dead.
probably not
It's,
all-
it's out the window.
Bugs
Yeah.
don't take fall damage, do they?
I don't think they do. But
They also fly.
the point is, he's no longer in the room. So that distraction.
Yeah, we
is
just gave
gone.
them like a whole Sasuke's brother
Yeah, yeah,
predicament. So he's gonna come back with a rage.
Yeah. No, he's gonna get a curse mark and come back filled with vengeance.
With a snake. He'll be riding a snake.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
no.
yeah, we'll deal with that next episode, and we'll pile drive him out the window.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
When
Dave
last
Mata, that's for you.
Yeah, we Dave Mata, come protect us with your wrestling skills. When last we talked about Naruto 20 minutes ago, Hinata had used her Byakugan, and at her affirmation that there were enemies ahead in the forest, Shino, Bug Boy, put his ear to the tree and deduced that there were 6 genin ahead. Kiba suggested that they check the scene out. When his teammates protested, Kiba insisted that if they gathered more scrolls than necessary, more teams would be disqualified, further eliminating competition, and that if the situation looked too dangerous, they'd retreat.
Man, dude, I've been like really behind this team. I really like Shino.
Yeah.
I really like Hinata.
I mean, we don't see them a lot, but they're good
Yeah,
guys.
they're like their screen presence has been. I've been content.
Yeah.
Kiba, every time I see him, I want to punch him
Yeah,
in the face.
he's the worst.
the worst, and the fact that he's paired up with such an adorable dog kills me.
Yeah.
Because his dog has done no wrong, except get dog
I
PTSD.
know. Well, that's the thing. The only thing you like about Kiba is Akamaru. That's
Exactly.
like the.
That's why you would play. You ever play on GameCube? I had Naruto Clash of Ninja 2.
Oh yeah, and you said Akamaru is a character on his own.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
I love that shit so much.
As the team approached, Akamaru was paralyzed with incessant trembling, whimpering, and then crawling up into Kiba's sweatshirt to hide. He like
baby.
curled up
Poor
in his
little
chest.
baby.
Yeah.
So cute.
Hinata wondered what was scaring the dog, and Kiba noted that Akamaru has the ability to detect chakra levels, though he'd never seen him so frightened. The ninja ahead were like nothing teammate had ever encountered.
Which is like another world building thing, because like, can they train animals to do ninja shit?
Yeah. Well, Kakashi has ninja dogs too. Remember? The summons. And the snakes.
Ooh, no, but that's like a summon. I'm talking about like breeding an animal like Akamaru.
Maybe it's a similar thing. I mean, I don't really know where they're summoned from, but like, you know what I mean?
Do you think Akamaru could walk upside down a tree?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
That's a.
Yeah.
Somebody please draw that. That just
Akamaru's
sounds hilarious. in
stronger
my
than a
head.
stink bug.
Oh,
any
for
day.
sure. We couldn't drown Akamaru.
Yeah, no.
Well, we also couldn't drown the stink bug.
That's actually
It's
true.
true.
We lose. Canonically, all 4 of us lose in a fight to a stink bug. I would like to see that drawing.
I'd like to get him against
would
Chris
be
Hansen. Chris
incredible.
Hansen versus Stinkbug, bro.
Yeah, in the Octagon. I'll cancel that
fantastic.
Stinkbug.
That Stinkbug is indeed a pedophile.
Yeah. Stinkbug, why did you come here tonight?
Holy, just silence. Like, farts a little.
Beyond the bushes which the Leaf Squad hide behind, the Sand Trio stood off against a team of 3 much older Rain Village ninja. Akamaru whined, and Kiba relayed that the largest of the 3 Rain Ninja was, quote, big trouble. Though Hinata was like, kind of all 6 of these guys don't look like we could beat them.
Yeah.
The largest Rain Ninja, Shigure, declared that the Sand Team would die, but Garla. It's in Dragon Ball, actually. They do this thing. They name like all the characters after vegetables.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a thing, yeah. Goku, the main character in Dragon Ball, his like real name, like you know how Superman's real name is Kal-El? It doesn't matter.
What?
Yeah, it's Kal-El.
Superman's real name is Kal-El, and
Oh?
Goku is basically the same as Superman. You know
Yes,
Superman. He's like from
Kakarot.
Superman.
But
What? I'm zooming
are
through.
you talking
Wait.
Did you not know his name was Kal-El? It's his
No.
Kryptonian name.
Yeah,
That's his-
yeah.
And that's where he gets Clark Kent.
Yeah,
'cause-
it's
Oh.
Clark Kent.
I don't know
well,
why I would know that.
So, well, I don't know.
I
People,
feel like I
know,
might
yeah, people know
have known
Superman.
that, but I
Regardless,
I-
Goku's
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
home planet name is Kakarot.
Yeah, like which is I think in Japan it's just carrot, and they changed it here.
There's also Cooler and Free. There's like a legendary
Yeah.
Tumblr post where they take those, like there's an actual refrigerator and like a pickle next to each other.
Yeah.
with
There's a
the
character named
lines.
Piccolo and stuff. Yeah. So
Oh.
my thought then is just, what if Gaara's name was Garlic? Because I just mispronounced it. That's it.
Garlic.
Stinky boy.
It would
Got
be
it.
yeah, it would be a lot less intimidating.
Speaking of like just how characters look,
Yeah.
these 3 dudes that Gaara's looking at right now,
Yeah, the
just
rain dudes.
like they have that. Oh, we're about to get like fucked
up.
up
Yeah.
character art.
Because one of
Yeah.
them is, well, I was reading the manga along with it, and they have like notes in it. And Kishimoto's original design for Shigure, like the only one that talks basically, was like this giant dude with like this huge sickle and stuff, and he looked crazy. And apparently his editor told him that they wanted Shigure to make the reader's heart throb. So they needed to they needed to give him some sex appeal.
What?
Wow.
Isn't that wild?
That's bad shit.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
so yeah, Shigure tries to do the classic thing of like talking shit before the battle, and Gaara's just like, no, we're gonna end this shit quick.
Which is a strange like background character trope because the dudes that Kiba's team fucking murked with the slugs, they did the same shit.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
they do is pull up, look stupid, talk shit, get hit.
Oh, that's the ninja world, bro. Talk shit, get hit. Konkoro considered that they didn't know which scroll the Rain Ninja had, suggesting that they not engage an opponent unnecessarily. But Gaara insisted that because they gave him a funny look, their fate was already sealed.
They looked at me funny, so now they gotta die.
Yeah.
He really is that bitch.
Gaara?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
terrifying.
I'm glad you interpret it as that bitch, because I look at him just like, dude, you fucking Edgar Allan Poe act, shut up. But
Like,
but hearing that, you know what? He is that bitch.
Yeah.
He's really just
Yeah.
like, well, you fucking looked at me wrong. Like, he's that bitch in high
Yeah.
school that was like, did you just fucking look
No,
at
he
me?
actually is, yeah. And
He
also,
really is.
the Sand Kids all have, except for Tamari, but Konkoro and Gaara both have face tats. At least assuming that's what the shit on Konkoro's face is.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
He has. It's like less face tat,
my
more
God.
like.
but
Face
Gaara's got a
He's
No, that's a whole.
He's
ass thing up
literally
there.
bad baby.
yeah.
Yeah, no, he's that bitch.
He's got bright red fucking hair, and he literally said, catch me outside.
Yeah, he did.
Incredible. Make that canon.
Yeah. Oh, that would be a good episode name. Gaara is bad baby.
He says a hashtag. She responds to us.
Yeah.
She's
She's
like, I
like-
like this podcast.
No, she'd be fucking like, this is fucking stupid.
This podcast looked at me funny.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Send more stink bugs.
She'd fight us. Beginning the battle, Shigure threw the umbrellas on his back into the air and launched his Senbon rainstorm technique, causing thousands of needles to fling out from them and hail down towards Gaara in every direction.
Stick
Do you guys know what Senbon
Yes.
needles are?
No.
Okay, so they're like similar to kunai, but they're like similar to
Uh,
like
it's
thick ass sewing needles.
Yeah, acupuncture needles,
Yeah.
basically.
Oh.
The
Those. Okay.
Yeah.
Those weapons?
Yeah, but
they're
like
kunai.
made of a harder material or
Got
something.
it. Because I was like, acupuncture needles shouldn't
Yeah.
kill anyone.
Right. Well,
kind of the
one of
point.
the first antagonists in the show, Haku, Zabuza's sidekick, fought with senbon needles, and that's how he was able to like fight Naruto and Sasuke without killing them, because it was acupuncture needles, so they could hit really accurately, and like they weren't really a cold-hearted killer, so they would often aim for non-vital spots that would still incapacitate people.
In contrast to this loser who's sending 1 million.
Yeah, he's not even using them right.
Yeah, no, he's
Fuck that
hoping
guy.
to hit something.
Yeah. Shigure, all the needles like slammed into Gaara, and there was a big thing of dust, and Shigure sneered. He was like, oh, Gaara must be dead. But when the dust settled, Gaara stood encased in a shield of sand from which all the senbon were protruding, completely unscathed. That bitch.
That bitch.
Shigure fired more needles, but Gaara blocked them with another pillar of sand without even moving a muscle. There's no hand signs up in this bitch. Gaara mocked the idea of senbon needle rain, deciding to make it rain blood instead.
Which was weird.
Yeah,
That was terrifying.
Gaara is edgy as fuck.
Gaara is that bitch.
I like how you say Edgar Allan
So
Poe. That's
scary.
funny.
Dude, so at this point, as people know, I'm on Hulu.
Right.
This is the scene where like he says like it's gonna rain blood and the
Yeah.
sand's like dripping from his face.
Yeah.
They were gonna go into an ad right there. So for some reason, the sand just dripped from his face silently for like 15 seconds.
Oh yeah, because it was like loading up an ad.
Yeah. So
Weird.
I was just watching him just stare at me with sand down.
I love the like
Ugh.
exclusive Hulu Naruto experience.
There was like a long break there.
Yeah.
Instead of needles, we'll make it rain
There-
blood.
there-
And then you just stare at it.
In these
there's
episodes, kind of a lot, they had
dramatic
those resting on a
yeah,
frame.
and I was like,
Yeah.
And then the music goes dun 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 dun, and then it like fades.
like it goes on for just a little bit too
Yeah,
long.
exactly.
Like I'm all for a long dramatic pause,
Sure,
but I was
sure.
sitting there and I was like, oh, okay.
Did I pause this?
Like I really think we could make a lot of money fixing the subtitles on the Hulu Naruto. They like refer to I forgot to mention it, but at some point one of them refers to Sasuke as Shashin.
Shashin.
Yeah, like the
Shashin.
caption is Shashin. Hinata's they write it as like Inata with like an I.
Yeah, it's Ino and Hinata combined.
It's
yeah,
just-
I've written a fanfiction like that.
Oh my. Oh no.
It's just like truly we can make a lot of bank because like as a kid somebody told me like one of my teachers like if you find an error in a textbook call them and they'll give you like money because you fixed
I
it.
doubt Hulu's
Really?
doing that for Naruto.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just
But give it a shot.
No, but then there's that thing where I'll like see mistakes in textbooks and articles and I'm just like is it even worth it?
Right, yeah.
Because you ever just read so much text that your mind kind of just fits the right word there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what happens. So unless anyone's really looking, and then you have to think to yourself, who's really giving a shit about
Exactly,
this
yeah.
textbook right now?
But for $10
Well,
bucks.
anyone who could get money from it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm correcting
Well, I'd
them.
rather take
That's
drugs
some
and
good shit.
fuck with
And
spiders.
fuck with spiders, yeah. Well, it's that's a better story on a podcast.
Way better.
Yeah.
For sure.
Kiba could sense the enormity of Gaara's chakra from the bushes, but even more terrifyingly, he detected the overwhelming smell of blood emanating from the sand under the shinobi's control. Yeah, because he and Akamaru both have like dog. I mean, Akamaru is a dog,
Yeah.
but but Kiba has like
Keep it just a furry.
Don't say that.
That's too far.
That's too much, man.
There's a
Sorry.
line and it's been crossed with furries.
No, but like the smell of blood, like, is a nasty smell.
Yeah.
Like irony.
Yeah, and for it to be like just
Metally.
radiating off of the sand.
Well, and my only experience with like actually smelling blood is disgusting, but it's like in middle school when girls are first getting their period
Oh,
and
boy.
don't know how to handle it,
Yep.
and it just smells like blood.
Oh god.
Have you not
Yeah.
encountered blood since middle school?
No, I have, but people
not like
learn how to
the
handle
scent.
periods.
Oh,
Blood.
word.
Like,
Okay.
How often do you get in
like
this
in middle school, girls just bleed all over
Oh my
themselves and are like,
Ugh.
ah!
The smell of blood's weird. It's all like
It's metal.
rusty
Yeah,
iron.
But
yeah.
It's metal, but also gross.
It is.
If you're anemic, does your blood not smell like metal? Because it's an
Interesting.
iron
What's that,
deficiency.
Scally?
Oh.
Yeah.
I think
She's a
it's
thin blood.
Thin blood. What a great derogatory term for anemic. So like imagine a world where like race and class and nation, it all went away. It was just the thin bloods and the thick bloods.
I think that's
Immediately thought Harry
problematic
Potter.
because there's already a gang called Bloods.
Yeah, I think
Well,
So
the
now
thin
you're just-
bloods. What about like?
But
like,
now
not
you're
fully in
just
the group?
being derogatory towards their bodies.
but I think that all other gang beef would dissipate. You know?
It would just be skinny people and fat people?
Oh, no. It's
That's what
not.
I was-
It's not skinny and fat.
That was the joke.
Oh.
Like
Yeah, no,
thinbloods and
No, I think
thickbloods.
there'd be
not with a
more
C.
gang warfare, because how would you, unless like, because what if then, because at that point, if you're anemic, you have to hide it a secret, so.
No, you everybody starts repping blood type testing kits or like iron testing kits.
What's your
It's like,
blood
yeah,
type,
yeah.
homie? Rep
It's like,
your
bro,
blood type.
bro, you trying to throw hands? Yo, let me do a quick iron test on your ass. Let me
my
see if you're a thin
gosh.
blood or a thick blood. Yeah.
Give me your finger, let me tap your
Do you
shit.
just punch them and see how fast they bruise?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
There'd be more violence.
Oh yeah, maybe.
People are shooting
Still,
each other.
good idea for a young adult fan like a fiction like a Hunger Games kind of situation. Thin bloods and thick
yeah.
bloods.
Dude, everyone does like a Hunger Games. There's like it's Hunger Games, and they did
Divergent.
Maze Runner,
Yeah.
all that shit.
You know.
Just
them.
like
those books.
selectively taking people out for several reasons. Thin
Yeah.
blood, thick blood, get on it. Somebody
Yeah.
throw us in there. Make us die. Or
You're
something.
if you're a creative writing person out there, Nina Kelly, our patron.
Dude, you keep adding Nina every episode. I love it.
I try and
She's the
shout out the
best.
high tier patrons, man.
No, but it's like specifically, it's like we'll mention a writing project.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone out there, Nina?
Because Nina's a
please.
Hey,
writer.
Nina, here's some homework from NaruTalk.
But that
We
idea.
love you, Nina.
That
You're
idea's
the best.
Yeah.
Actually, I went on a wacky road trip to where Ninu works.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't mean to run into them, but I didn't know they were working. We go there. First thing they do is give me the store they work at has lollipops at their counter,
Yeah.
and they gave me like a bunch. And I was just munching on those
That's
bitches
amazing.
forever.
That's so
Nina's the
cute.
best. They,
Munching on
the person I was with, my great friend Evan, was really confused on where to buy certain things, and,
Yeah.
and Ninu walked by and was like, "Oh, here, I'll direct you to everything."
Yeah.
Like the best person in the
Yeah.
world. They
I
gave me
love
10
that.
out of 10 service.
And you know what would be even better? Young adults series about thin bloods and
Oh
my
thick
God.
bloods. Now, Shigure was amazed by Gaara's wall of sand, and Kankuro explained that Gaara's chakra automatically wills the sand carried around in that gourd on his back to protect him when he's under attack. So not only does Gaara have this impenetrable defense, but it acts on its own accord. He doesn't even have to think about it.
What? He's just invincible? They
Yeah.
just threw that out there?
Yes.
What?
Like, that's as much as we know right now, is Gaara just is invincible.
But the thing is,
That's crazy.
like, only we know this. Because they've done this weird thing where when, like, Hinata looked in, like, ahead of the forest and only saw Gaara, they only knew that people were there. Like, the audience saw Gaara.
Yeah.
So now it's only, like, only that team, Kiba's team, who I think are still watching,
Yeah.
and those dudes
And those yeah.
know that Gaara is, like, invincible.
But like, yeah, and now that's just like info that we have. Yeah, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, I hate when I have info that people in the show don't.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I
I
know.
know. I'll be
like
like,
Naruto
"Excuse
during the
me."
entire
I
beginning.
Yeah,
know,
or
I wanna
yeah,
yell
yeah.
at them.
Oh yeah, like we talked about this last week. Do you guys like know for sure when the Ninetales attacked and they sealed it in Naruto? Because this was confusing to me when I listened back to last week's episode. There's like a decree that nobody's allowed to talk about how Naruto has the Ninetales sealed in him. Yeah, we talked about that. Okay, just making sure because I was confused at the way I explained it, and I was like, I should touch on it.
I'm confused.
You know what I mean?
But then they're confused.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm confused by most of what I say. Shigure still attempted to fight, running towards the sand trio, and Kankuro and Tamari could only sneer. You know, they kind of chuckled. They did try and warn him. Gaara launched his sand coffin jutsu, and the sand at Shigure's feet stretched up to coil around and engulf him, halting his approach and leaving only his face uncovered in a sand cocoon. While Shigure pled for mercy, his umbrellas fell from the sky, and Gaara picked one up, noting that he could kill the Rain Ninja by covering his mouth, but that'd be no fun.
Fucking psycho.
This
Yeah.
is like the worst way to die.
Yeah.
I just hate
Yeah.
sand
So
so much.
Gaara,
He's such that bitch. though.
it's the sand in your shoes, bro.
Dude, oh, there's still sand in
Yeah,
my shoes.
Raj just always has sand in his shoes.
Ew.
I started wearing slides to the daycare. Today there was all rain and gross shit, and I still wore slides because I can't handle it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
there's
worst.
still sand
That
in my
sounds
shoes.
So
awful.
imagine, oh my god, imagine if Gaara went to your daycare.
One of those kids
Sand
grows up to be
jutsu,
Gaara.
sand in your shoes.
Laura, no, you have to friendship. Use your words. That's literally what
Go
I
down
do.
the slide.
Today, a lot of kids were fighting a lot, and the thing I had to scream the most was, use your words, not your hands.
Yeah,
use
yeah.
your words. And like, I didn't realize it, but I treat these kids as if they were like, they understand conversation. So when
Yeah.
I say don't use your hands, they like stop like using their hands.
And they just start kicking each other?
Yeah. One kid got headbutted today.
Oh my
That's pretty good.
I didn't know what to do. The teacher looked so shocked.
Yeah.
No one expected a headbutt.
Yeah.
He looked at me to the side. He's like, Raj, no kid has ever headbutted a kid in my 15 years of working.
The kid pulls you over. He's like, "Hey, Raj, thanks for that tip. My punches weren't effective."
Oh my gosh.
I'm training to fight Chris Hansen in the Octagon.
Oh my
Thanks,
gosh.
Raj.
So instead of just covering the Rain Ninja's mouth, Gaara raises the sand prison into the air and performs his sand burial jutsu.
Best fucking sandcastle
Dude.
ever.
This is the moment. Top 5 currently in this moment voice actors. Gaara.
Yeah.
He's up there.
His name's Liam O'Brien.
Oh.
The only reason I know that is because I had a Naruto fan magazine when I was a kid. Not even Shonen Jump.
Wait, we've definitely had this conversation.
Yo, yeah, no, I know.
On
but
the podcast.
oh, I want to interview Liam O'Brien so bad. I'm gonna get on that tonight.
Liam, if you're listening.
Yeah, no, really. I'm gonna email Miley and have her set us up. See if she still likes
But, like,
us.
dude, coming from like the early games where it's just like this shit.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't like just hearing Gaara's ultimate going sand
Yeah.
coffin, sand burial.
Yeah.
Dude, fantastic line delivery.
he's
It is
really
so
cool.
powerful. To
So
hear.
basically, like fucking Darth Vader choking someone in Star Wars, he like
gosh.
clenches his fist, and the sand around Shigure contracts, and just so. This is a big difference between the manga and the anime, actually, because in the anime we see black sludge pretty much shoot out of it.
Was it
And
censored?
in fact in the manga we see Shigure's face like getting crushed and blood
So
flying out
that's what I was
everywhere.
wondering because
That's awful.
I have watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on Netflix, and that's all censored.
No fucking way.
It's all
Is
censored,
it?
and like the
That's
first,
lame.
all the beginning of it is like fucking vampire shit. Spoilers.
Thin bloods, thick bloods.
But it's all censored, so like somebody will get their head cut off, but
Yeah.
it's just shadowed in black.
Huh. Yeah. Well,
So I figured that
Right.
it was meant to represent blood.
but it is weird though because we've seen blood in a lot of episodes before, and like
Yeah.
a gratuitous amount as well.
Yeah.
I think it's more so of like a cop out situation, like maybe like because obviously these episodes don't look as good as episode I believe 30 did. So maybe it's
Yeah,
like when they
well,
use blood, they want it to be effective. Same with like WWE,
Yeah.
like when you wanted a really momentum, like a memorable moment, like they would cut up their head with razors and get blood.
Yeah, no, I agree. Also, it could be that like some censor rules are really weirdly specific.
Yeah.
Like you can kill people, but not if they're if they're unarmed. You know.
Can't show penises, but you can have tentacles.
True.
That's it. Katie, you learned that in class recently, actually.
I did.
Yeah.
That was so weird.
Katie
We
had a
just had an
class
art
on-
history class about tentacle porn. It was really,
I'm
really
sorry,
very
what?
peculiar. Yeah, you
Katie
didn't know
had
about
a
I
that?
live with you.
Yeah, I don't know how you didn't
Katie,
know
I
about
live
that.
with you, and
I
I'm
showed-
always watching hentai. You
I
could have pointed
know.
something out.
I sent
You
it
should have
to
came to me.
Simon.
You didn't need a class.
All this blood flew everywhere, and it was blood, canonically. But Gaara stood and just used Shigure's own umbrella to let the blood rain down on him, and just so that he didn't get any on him. And he assured that the other Rain Ninja that their teammate's death was instantaneous.
Which is like, at first when my roommate who was watching this with me, he was like, "Bro, that's like way more." This is how he sounds like in my head. He's like, "Bro, that shit's hardcore as fuck."
Yeah.
Because I took it as, oh, he killed him quick, and he's like, "No, bro, telling them that he could do it quick.
Yeah.
That's
It's
fucking
like it's
evil."
Yeah. Horrified, the Rain Ninja laid down their scroll and begged Gaara to show them mercy. Gaara, however, simply threw their deceased compatriot's umbrella down, using both hands to command more arms of sand. And it was arms. Like he formed arms out of sand that wrapped around the two Rain Ninja, and then he clenched his fists again and killed both of those guys too.
Fucking
Yeah.
metal.
Yeah,
dude.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Metal
Sand.
because of the smell of blood. Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrified by the homicidal display, Team 8 tried to slip away, unnoticed, while Kankuro retrieved the Rain Ninja's scroll. Gaara refused to continue to the tower, though. Staring directly in Team 8's direction, he insisted that he wasn't yet satisfied.
That was so scary.
Yeah, it was.
I was so afraid
That's
for them.
pure bloodlust, bro.
Yeah,
That's the
he's
shit that
creepy
would
as hell.
paralyze Sasuke.
Yeah. Kankuro tried to get Gaara to focus on the test, insisting that he listen to his big brother. Okay.
Did we
new
know
info.
that?
No,
Oh,
we
yeah,
didn't.
okay.
Yeah. Actually, all three of them are siblings.
Yeah.
Tamari dropped
Which-
that in the next line.
Being the weeb, I didn't know Tamari was also a sibling.
Yeah.
I've never known that.
Yeah, they're Gaara's older siblings. Isn't that wacky as hell?
So strange.
Yeah, but Gaara was like, Kankuro, I don't think of you as a brother, and if you get in my way, I'm gonna fucking kill you, so back off.
Like, the That's such like a little brother thing to say.
Yeah.
Like, oh, just fucking stop. Leave me alone. Like, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, I've said it to my older brother.
It's true, yeah.
Dude, I think with the new controversy of the Joker movie and like everyone targeting incels and
Yeah,
shit, I think Gaara alongside the Joker has birthed a lot of edgelords of our generation.
Gaara is definitively an edgelord. Like, straight up.
Literally.
Yeah.
But not like an
bitch.
edgelord like Sasuke where it's like, I need to kill and be stronger. It's Gaara's like, the world is shit.
Yeah, no.
I am everything.
Gaara's like, I'm not satisfied by
No,
killing people.
literally,
Yeah.
like, well, because I feel like Sasuke is like, I need to kill because I'm a ninja and it will make me stronger and I learn how to do
and
it.
revenge.
Gaara's like, I need to kill because I can.
Yeah, Gaara's creepy as fuck.
Like, people that are like that, because there's people like that. They're like,
right.
like sociopaths.
Well, sure.
Or psychopaths and like
Yeah.
serial killers when they're young.
Yeah.
They're like, well, this is a cute little rabbit. I'm gonna kill it.
Yeah.
Because I can.
Yeah.
In Gaara's defense, though,
Mhm.
if you're a guy who wants to kill a lot of shit,
Sure.
and you're put in the forest of death with a lot of killable
I mean,
shit,
It's the place to do
and,
it.
and more importantly, no
Yeah.
effort needed on his part. He barely moved his
Yeah,
hands.
he just squeezes.
He's just like
Yeah.
yawning.
He's
and
doing a
just
little
stands.
stress ball motion right
Yeah,
there.
exactly, yeah. Tamari also asked Gaara to rein it in for, like, her sake, and he just... Well, what he did was he glared, and then he held his arm out towards Team 8. And it kind of looked like he was going to attack them somehow, but we saw sand condense into his palm, and then he squeezed. And Team 8 was like, oh shit, are we going to die?
All right, theater kid, relax.
Yeah, but actually, I know, it was very dramatic, but in fact, he had just made a cork out of sand.
Which is badass.
Yeah, and he put it into
Yeah.
the gourd on his back
So,
and walked away. So dramatic,
Yeah, that was so dramatic.
Kankuro and Tamari, though, were relieved. And Kankuro actually revealed, I don't know if you guys remember, but when we met Kankuro, he, like, kept calling everybody a brat and was like, stay away, you freaking kids and stuff. And I think that it's kind of revealed here that Kankuro doesn't like all these kids and, like, annoying people and stuff because Gaara's gonna kill them.
Oh, that hits me in the soul,
Yeah.
man. He's like, Conqueror gives a shit.
Yeah, like, he's just seen too many people die by annoying Gaara.
I thought you were going to go in the direction that he just
Crazy.
can't bully his little brother, so he bullies other people.
No, man, I think that,
This
like,
is deeper
yeah,
than that.
yeah. Team 10 recovered their nerves, finally comprehending Akamaru's fear, and headed towards the tower. Now, back in the present, Kiba realizes that Akamaru must have meant that Shigure was in big trouble, not that he was big trouble. Suddenly, the Sand siblings appear at the tower, complaining about how long they've been waiting there. Team 8, like, they're quaking as the Sand kids walk by.
The Sand Kids.
Yeah.
Like they're a high school
I
class.
know, no, they literally are. They're like they're
Yeah.
the shitty, edgy, tough kids.
There's the Sand Kids over there.
Yeah, yeah.
That, like, sounds racist.
I know, no, they're like, it actually does. It's so funny. No, but they remind me of, like, the Cullens in Twilight. They're just stronger than everyone, and they're just being edgy in the corner. Tamari and Kankuro cast icy stares towards Gaara.
Actually, quick note.
Yeah.
That's another thing like Naruto that was cool to shit on back then. Everyone likes it now. Twilight.
Yeah, true.
People fuck with Twilight heavy. I was like, I made a joke about how bad Twilight was, and I got shut
Yeah,
down.
no,
dude.
Twilight's back,
People
man.
Fuck with that shit.
Really?
Yeah, and there's like,
Wow.
well, you know what it was? Lindsay Ellis, who's a phenomenal video essayist, she did this whole video about like how the reason that everybody shit on Twilight was like this weird thing about how we all, like, culture shoots down things that young girls are interested in, and it's
That
like,
is true, yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
incredible, and it's
I
like,
feel like I heard about that.
yeah.
Shout out Lindsay Ellis.
yeah, hell yeah, and it's interesting. But there's no time. Yeah, so the kids are really scared, and Tamari and Kankuro just like throw some shade in their direction. Then higher up in the tower, Anko and the two Antbu from her episodes discuss what to do about Orochimaru when they're interrupted by a proctor carrying a security tape. Drawing special attention to the time at which the tape was recorded, the proctor puts it on a TV on the far side of the room. Didn't know we had TVs in this world.
Yeah,
but
and VHS.
yeah, it's weird.
Strange.
But basically, we see the Sand siblings in the video arrive at the tower only an hour and 37 minutes after this portion of the exam began.
I didn't really get that at
Yeah,
first.
wait.
He like zoomed in on 1607. I was like,
Yeah.
1607.
I didn't
I wrote
understand
that
at all.
down.
Yeah.
But it must have started at 14:30.
I don't know 24-hour time. What is that in normal people time?
2:30.
Okay.
I was
Yeah.
really confused because does that mean that this entire, like, since they got to the Forest of Death, was supposed to have been an hour? Because that sounds wrong.
No, it's
Okay.
I think it's been
No.
days.
Yeah, because they've had
they
nighttime.
they already made it to the tower,
Yeah.
and then they left and went back to fuck with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or yeah, and
Oh.
also yeah.
Gaara's
yeah.
collecting
At least that's what I
explosions.
got.
Yeah.
See, I was really confused.
Gaara's doing the shit that Kiba wants to do.
Yeah, I think that the time is a little bit distorted because I think Team 8 and the Sand Siblings both finished like really early.
Well, because there's definitely been 2 sunrises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that
Which is why I was really
yeah,
confused.
I don't really know. But the point is, they beat the previous record by 4 hours. And Anko notes that the distance and terrain shouldn't even be possible because it's 10 kilometers from the entrance gates to the middle in a forest with enemies, and they had to kill a group. And it only took them 1 hour and 37 minutes. Guys, that's crazy.
That is bananas.
Yeah, and she takes special interest in Gaara, and the Proctor doesn't really understand why, but she points out the anomaly about him. He doesn't have a single speck of dirt or even a scratch anywhere on him. So, like you were saying, does that just mean that Gaara's invincible?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't know.
Like, and the Chunin, the Proctor's a Chunin, and he's like, definitely none of my friends could do that.
Yeah.
So it's, yeah, like.
He's a cool guy. Like he just like worked a little harder than
Yeah,
others,
yeah.
but he's still chill. Like he'll come back home to the hood and he'll crack a beer open.
Yeah, but so we have no idea what Gaara's power is, and the Anbu are wondering what it could be, and they take special interest in his eyes, which they say are pure evil.
Yeah.
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 So that's 34, kind of like a little side episode, just Team 8 and Gaara's adventures.
Which I think is where the time distortion's added because we've
Yeah.
seen it's been nighttime for the past few
Yeah,
episodes.
I
Yeah.
think that this whole episode might have been a flashback, and then we had a flashback in a flashback.
Flashbackception.
Because, well, we'll get to it. So, episode 35, deep within the forest, we're by a peacefully flowing stream, and Team 7 is procuring breakfast. Naruto uses his shadow clones to chase after fish underwater.
Shadow clone
and
fishing jutsu.
Yeah, yeah.
So much shirtless Naruto.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
was very alarmed. I was just like, what the heck? And then Morgan's like, what? Wait, I haven't watched it yet.
But Naruto, he's flailing around underwater to tossing the fish up, and then Sasuke's on the shore beside him, and he throws kunai and sticks him to trees. They successfully catch 3 fish, which leaves Naruto exhausted and Sasuke dissatisfied. He's like, Naruto, I could eat 3 fish myself. Come
Which
on.
he could.
Yeah, but also, come on, Sasuke, can you
Yeah.
please? Yeah, well, which is basically what Naruto says. He's like, dude, if you're gonna be such a bitch about it, do it
come on.
yourself. But before they can fight anymore, Sakura calls Sasuke to use a fireball jutsu to light the fire that she built.
Practicality jutsu.
I know,
bro.
I love that. I love when they do
Yeah.
That's
that.
amazing.
That's really cool. The team huddles around the fire and cooks the fish, worried about the remaining time to complete this phase of the exam. Just 1 day.
That's strange because I don't get why the exam is still going on.
Well, so, okay, here's what I think. The Team 8 and Gaara stuff
Yeah.
literally all happened on the first day,
Yeah.
maybe first day and a half.
Yeah.
I think the Sand Siblings we know only took like an hour and a half,
Yeah.
and I would reckon that Team 8 took about half a day.
Yeah.
These guys, they fought that dude, the rain dude with the gas mask.
Yeah.
Then they fought Orochimaru. Then they rested, and then they fought all the sound dudes. Then I would say probably about a day passed, and now they're doing this. And there's 5 days to complete the exam. So it makes sense that 4 have gone by, but
I just don't get as to why the test is still going on or why no one has done anything
Yeah.
yet. Because they had a whole ass like S-class terrorist pull up. And like,
I know. Well, it's because
Oh,
Orochimaru was
yeah.
like, if you guys stop this, we're gonna
right.
destroy the Leaf Village. Yeah.
There's just no interference. Like they met a dude with pure evil eyes,
Yeah.
not a single scratch. They gave a dog PTSD.
Yeah,
That's already
seriously.
like a war crime.
I
on
know.
its own.
Yeah, this is they need to re-examine their school. Naruto can only focus on how hungry he is, but Sasuke considers how few teams likely remain and how desperate their fellow contestants are likely becoming. We flash to one of these remaining teams, a squad of 3 unidentified Leaf Ninja, having a similar conversation as Team 7. One of them heads off to find something to eat while his teammates rest, and while waiting for his return, one of the other Genin wonders what the Heaven Scroll looked like, and then he chuckles maniacally. We don't know what his plan is, but it's
Yeah.
something devious.
Something evil.
Yeah. Back with Team 7, Sakura worries that there may be no Heaven Scrolls remaining. Sasuke criticizes her pessimism, but she breaks down her concerns logically,
Yeah.
which I like because then we don't just shit on Sakura again.
Exactly.
It's like it's more like casual growth,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
She's like, well, we've lost 80% of our time, and only 13 teams of 26 could win in the first place, and Orochimaru burned our Heaven Scroll. So now only 12 teams at max could possibly pass.
That's a note I wanted to make. The fact that she name-dropped Orochimaru, because up till this point, they've been treating him like he's Voldemort, because they just didn't talk about it.
Yeah,
when Lee pulled up, she's like, oh, they're just, all the friends are here, and, you know,
Just
like,
hanging out.
Naruto, all that shit.
So when she dropped Orochimaru's name, Naruto might have not known what she was talking about, and just been like, yep, please don't call me dumb anymore.
It's just so strange because they just now decide to name drop him when they've been so secretive and they try to like really dramatically keep up that face.
But basically Sasuke acknowledges these facts and he heads off to collect water, noting that their next opponent is probably going to be their last chance to succeed. With Sasuke gone, Naruto comes up with an idea to cheat on the test. Emptying his bag, he reveals that he's carrying around several scrolls of his own and suggests manipulating one of them into a fake heaven scroll.
Seems like so much to be carrying around.
I know. They're like...
Why would you bring blank scrolls?
No, because he made a point. He was like, they're ninjutsu
so
manuals. They're like... It's an adventures bag.
Exactly. I think one of them's a dot journal. And then a bullet journal, sorry. I just learned what a bullet journal is literally 2 days ago.
I still have no idea what it is. What is it?
I'll explain it to you later. We don't have time now.
I like how it's that long. I'm excited.
It's cool. No, it's like a sketch.
It's fun. It's
like
just
a sketch
it's a
journal
whole,
book. Yeah.
It's a calendar and a journal combined, and it's fun, and you draw and whatever.
Yeah. He's carrying around one of those, and it's just all scrolls in the scroll. But that's that.
An adventure bag.
Yeah, exactly.
Adventure.
And Sakura immediately shoots down Naruto's idea.
Plagiarism is not allowed in the ninja world, Naruto.
Right. After all, even if they
Ah.
did manage to fake the outside, they couldn't fake the inside because they don't know what's inside them unless they read the Earth Scroll, which is forbidden. But Naruto thinks he's got it all figured out. He suspects that the Heaven and Earth Scrolls together will spell out a secret code, which will serve as the password to enter the tower in the middle of the forest.
I like the hand gesture.
Yeah.
They can't see
it's
them.
very
Oh, well, I know.
straight.
I've got to keep the audience at home entertained and you guys entertained at the same time. But basically, Naruto concludes that they could fabricate what's in the Heaven Scroll if they read the Earth Scroll because it would all form like a coherent sentence.
Yes.
But first, they would have to dare to read it.
Oh, no.
And Sakura just hits Naruto and starts scolding him for even suggesting that they go against like such a specific parameter of the test.
I don't know if it's
she's
more,
right.
like... I've noticed that Sakura's just way more like aggressive to Naruto.
It's cool. It's like a season 3 Pan in The Office.
That's funny. I will say though, we did kind of call it when they started this part of the exam. We were all like, "Well, if anyone was gonna read it before they get to the tower,
would be
it would be Naruto."
Yeah.
And then this happened.
Yeah.
Of course it would be
Back
Naruto.
with the unfamiliar leaf getting, the man with the scroll slowly unfurls it, because it looks like he has the same idea as Naruto. And simultaneously, Naruto and Sakura move to open their own Earth Scroll, both pairs wary of possible booby traps contained inside. The word booby trap.
You said it's so
trap.
weird too.
I mean, it wasn't that weird.
I don't.
It's a little bit weird.
Booby is a weird word to say.
Booby. It only hits 2 spots in my mouth. Can't do it there.
Yeah, I don't like it. It's not a good word, but I don't know any other word for a trap like that. You know?
Yeah.
Where the fuck does that phrase even come from?
Booby
trap? That's weird as hell, right?
Interesting.
That's so,
Interesting.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Read a response.
Gross.
Call to action. Let us know.
Yeah, write an essay, please. That would be interesting to read.
Cite three sources.
Yeah, please, at least. And no citing Schmoop or Wikipedia. The Strangers.
Schmoop?
Oh, well, if any kids out there are writing book reports, Schmoop is like Spark Notes, but baby, ooh, it's got an analysis section. It's got a theme section. It's got like, it's yeah.
So does Spark Notes.
I know, but Schmoop, first of all.
Schmoop sounds funny to say.
Schmoop sounds funny to say. And secondly, I don't know, it did me well, you know? It
Schmoop sponsor us.
got me through high school English.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't read a single book.
Exactly.
But I also didn't look
Me
at Spark
either.
Notes. I just was like, yeah.
Yeah, also doable. Schmoop helps. If anybody's out there.
What sounds better, to spark note something or to schmoop something?
I used to go, you can schmoop it, and that would be...
I love that.
Yeah.
Don't make me laugh.
You can schmoop it.
This is a comedy podcast, Morgan.
Don't make me laugh.
Oh, you have to pee?
So bad.
Oh, let's break. Okay, Morgan, have a good pee?
I did. It was a good one.
Okay, we're back, everyone. The strange leaf getting that we don't know opened the scroll first, but before we can see what happens, the camera pans upward. We only hear their screams.
Really?
Scary,
terrifying.
Well, honestly, because you made a comment earlier in the episode where you're like, Miley didn't have to work for 4 days. I think the whole cast just didn't come into the studio these 2 episodes.
Because it's like all side characters.
It's just weird.
Yeah, I know.
Like these characters' designs just scream, we're not gonna make it next episode.
I do love it for world building though.
Yes.
Yeah. It makes the test feel a lot more like large.
Well,
and
like
happening.
I hope the old man's okay. I hope he's defending himself well in the Force of Death.
Right.
I want to know more
Middle-aged.
about middle-aged mustache sweater vest man.
oh my god, I couldn't even get it out. I was so excited.
I'm gonna just assume that he's already won. He's Hokage.
He's the
He's the Hokage.
Hokage to begin with.
Yeah, he was the 3rd Hokage undercover.
Yeah.
Just slapped on a fake
Just
mustache.
to see what the test was.
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
It's been
exactly,
Naruto all
Test it.
along.
The teammate of the 2 that opened the scroll hears their screams and drops the mushrooms that he'd managed to gather and rushes back to where they were. What?
You did not think that they turned into mushrooms?
Okay, no, I'll back Kate up on this one. I, for a second, thought they transformed into mushrooms. I thought it was a really cartoony episode. I thought we were just gonna go full into it.
And then when their bodies were there, I was like, okay, so they're not the mushrooms.
I thought his friend was gonna flip and going, what are these mushrooms doing here? Where's my friend?
I know, me too.
God damn it, that's hilarious, bro.
Okay. I'm really glad Raj saw that too, because that's what I thought happened.
Open these scrolls, you'll be transformed into mushrooms.
I was like,
fate
mushrooms,
worse than
curious
death.
choice.
The only fate worse than death. Yeah. No, he was gathering mushrooms, and he dropped them and ran back to his
That
friends.
makes more sense.
Yes. Well, they were...
Went to get food, dropped food. Total lame.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I know. Well, his teammates are unconscious, and the only sign of what happened is their scroll, half opened, lying next to them. At Team 7's fire, Naruto begins to peel their scroll open, but before he can make the same costly mistake as the other team, boom, Kabuto appears out of nowhere.
Insane.
Slamming his hand on Naruto's to stop him.
Guardian Angel.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? We haven't seen this dude in like 10
Forever.
episodes.
I'm gonna
Crazy.
be honest.
Yeah,
So like, I kind of really bad at remembering people if I only meet them once in
right,
a show.
right.
And so like in my brain, my first thought was like, why is Kakashi there?
Yeah, gray hair.
I thought the same thing.
I was like,
Okay.
what? And then I was like,
All right, it's that
Yeah,
guy
I
with
was
the
like,
cards.
wait, maybe they are intervening because of I can't.
yeah,
think
that's
of
what
the
I
name.
thought.
Bad
But then I
guy.
was like, oh no.
I think this is a cool little detail to notice because the fact that Kabuto looks really fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, he's cut up and shit. And the fact that when Gaara was in the tower and shit, they're like, not even a scratch.
Yeah.
This dude, Kabuto, took it 7 times. He's fucked up right now. He's
Exactly,
like,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
like
Yeah.
dying.
Yeah. Well, he's just a Genin. I mean, he's taken it 7 times, a lot older than them, but...
Mega
Did he
Super
take-
Senior.
He only took the written part 7 times. He never passed the
I actually
written
don't
part.
know.
No, I mean, he stopped the seal. Like, so he knows.
Also, this year was the first year that the written test was run by Ibiki, so I think the whole tuning exams changes every year. I don't know for sure, but like I think that something like that, you know?
So, yeah, probably because if he like knew the written exam, then
Yeah,
the first time he'd
and Anko was
pass it
like,
the next time.
and this year I have something special planned, you know?
Dude,
So
I was like Kabuto when I was doing the spider thing. I've taken it so many times. Me and the spider fist bump when we see each other.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, I just imagine a little spider like boop.
Yeah, I got like, hey
adorable.
Fuzzy, what's up? I don't have to put my
Oh,
hand over
spider.
you again.
Hey,
But-
Fuzzy. Yes.
Fuzzy.
Oh, I
We
love
discussed it
him.
later.
No, Fuzzy's huge. She's like a really nice tarantula. She
Wait,
does nothing
her
wrong.
name's actually Fuzzy?
Yeah, she's the college-wide
I love that.
tarantula.
Is she
Cute
a
as hell.
rose tarantula?
I don't know. Maybe
What does that
possibly.
mean?
It's like one of the most popular tarantulas.
She,
that
it's like
people
kind
have.
of brown golden.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Oh yeah.
Interesting. Oh, right on. That's sick.
You know, she's great.
Sasuke
that.
returns to the scene of the fire and he throws the water that he gathered aside. All these motherfuckers gathering stuff, just drop it.
Just drop it. Exactly.
I know, it's crazy.
One job.
I know. And he runs towards Kabuto, assuming that they're under attack, but people like quickly explain to him what's going on.
Weird transition.
Yeah,
right?
we just kind of cut past the explanation.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
It's like a weird edit.
I know.
Like,
But basically, we cut to Naruto and Sakura apologizing sheepishly as Kabuto explains that the scrolls, at least as far as he knows, are protected by a hypnosis jutsu, and that if they had opened it, they would have been comatose until the end of the test. Sasuke wonders what Kabuto is doing wandering around alone, and Kabuto assures him that he's not after Team 7's scroll. In fact, he reveals he already has the complete set, and he was just on his way to meet his teammates at the tower when he decided to rescue Naruto and Sakura.
that's another log side note. Comatose hits every sound in my mouth. That's another
Comatose?
good word.
That's a good word?
Comatose.
Yeah.
Every sound in my mouth.
Comatose.
It doesn't hit it in the back for me.
Hits me in
I
the
think
back.
it's really
Comatose.
interesting to see how weird people place their words.
Yeah.
Because like obviously Raj and I are not from the same place.
Right.
No. I'm from
So-
the sands.
And I'm
The sands of Queens.
And
You're from the jungles of Syracuse.
And so I place my words very differently than Raj does.
Strange. Where does it hit you? It doesn't hit you on the side?
Comatose. It only hits me in the middle of my tongue.
Oh no! See, for me, I start off like the back of my tongue hits the roof of my mouth.
Yeah, it's not so. I don't know. Not important.
No,
we can discuss it.
It's interesting. I love
it is, but it's just gonna be a lot of.
I can imagine myself listening to this episode, like when I'm like working out or whatever, and sort of like silently at the gym, being like lifting something, being like.
When you said the word comatose, I lipped it to myself, and all I saw, only Katie saw, and she just started laughing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I mean, it's a good word.
Yeah.
Serendipity.
Yeah. You just sort of just talk along to the podcast, and when people give you weird looks, you're like, what the fuck are you doing? You'll be like, oh, it's this great podcast called
plug
NaruTalk.
it.
Yeah.
Stupid word? Door. I hate that word.
Door.
Actually,
Door.
wow. Yeah. Holy shit.
Even worse, roof.
Roof.
I don't really like and booby. They all have the same. It's
The
two
double
O's in the
O.
middle. Yeah.
Get out of here, you double
Okay,
O's.
but
What's up with
something,
that?
a previous project that has 2 O's that is incredible to say is gooby.
Oh yeah.
That's what I kept thinking about
Do
when
love
you were
booby.
saying booby traps all the time.
Booby
Booby
traps.
traps.
Yeah.
For those of you, actually no, fucking what's his name? Who's that YouTuber? He's funny.
Oh yeah.
No, he went on tour near us lately. Drew something? Drew. He used to be on Vine. He's the guy that said the road work ahead. I sure hope it does. He did Gooby in his last video. He was like, this is the weirdest movie I've ever seen. And I was like, fuck you. That's my idea.
I did it first.
Yeah.
For
Basically,
context,
yeah. There's this movie that came out in 2009 starring Robbie Coltrane. You might have heard of it now that fucking Drew, whatever his name is, did a YouTube video on it. But it's absurdly bad, and it just breaks all the laws of like what could
Everything.
get made.
For those who know, Robbie Coltrane played Hagrid
Oh yeah,
in Harry
yeah.
Potter.
And so it's just strange that he's in it, and it looks like it was made in like 1976, but it was made in 2009, and it's just.
The budget was absurd.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense at all.
I'm glad we were able to tie back Harry Potter somehow.
And Gooby, Harry Potter, it's all coming together.
Circle of food, baby.
Yeah.
Chain of life.
Well, Kabuto moves away from the squad to continue his journey to the tower, but Sasuke stops him, challenging him to a fight for his Heaven Scroll.
So aggressive.
Yeah, exactly. All while that gas masked ninja that they fought. Remember when Team 7 first entered the forest and they fought that dude?
Yeah.
He's watching them
Yeah.
from afar.
Good move on Sasuke's part though. It's like he's like because Sakura's like doing the whole like logically we can't really
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
and
he's
so
the only one thinking with his head.
He
here.
found someone with a
Yeah,
Heaven
that's
Scroll.
true.
Yeah.
So he's
Opportunity
like, yeah, I'm gonna
like
get
made
it.
itself aware.
Still, Naruto and Sakura criticize Sasuke for defying their savior, but Sasuke, yeah, he's like, guys,
Fucking honor
we
code,
cannot
yeah.
play around. But Kabuto calls him out. He's like, dude, if you were really gonna take me on, you would have jumped me while I was walking away. Like,
Iconic.
Yeah.
This guy's had about 4 years worth of sass. To
Yeah,
get
yeah,
low.
he's done with these kids.
You know, he's
and
tired.
also, he's like, it's not very ninja-like of you to be like, hey, we have to fight. What are you doing, Sasuke?
Yeah, no. Oh, come on.
Yeah. Still, Kabuto is impressed by Team 7's tenacity and decides to help guide them to the center of the forest. He suggests they start moving immediately, as the fire that they made is sure to draw not only predators in the forest, but also competitors.
Yeah,
And
Predators, competitors.
yeah, I know. But it's almost like he can see the Rain Village ninja, even though the guy's behind him in the bushes.
Yeah.
He Kabuto like smirks, and then the dude runs away.
Yeah, the way that ears work, which is why I
wave
doubt the fact that Lee's ear is like deaf or
Yeah.
like whatever, because they have like supersonic hearing and shit.
I know, but I think that after what Dosu did to Lee,
Oh no,
like
don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he's gonna have to wear a hearing aid, and they're gonna bully him obviously.
yeah.
Don't bully people who use hearing aids.
Please
My
don't.
dad, Bimbap, yes, that is his real name.
Hey, Bimbap.
It's really not, but that'd be so funny.
That would be cool.
He has to wear hearing aids because he really just can't hear
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, don't bully people with anything because you never know. Could have been a ninja battle.
It was.
Yeah,
My
exactly.
The things you
father's
bully people for
Bimbap
now-
the ninja.
Yo, that's badass as fuck. Imagine a kid with like a hearing aid and some kid, like some fucking loser
Kid.
kid
Loser-ass
tried to
kid.
pick on him. And he was like, bitch, you know who has a hearing aid? Rock Lee from fucking Naruto.
That would
Okay.
be cool.
I
We
think
need
the kid
more,
would be
yeah,
like,
hearing
fucking
aid.
Naruto's dumb.
Nuh-uh. And then you bust out your fire style jutsu and light the bully on fire.
Okay, there we go.
That's when you pull out your kunai, which is your kitchen knife from your home. You stab him.
Don't fight with your words.
Oh my god, That's funny. But also a dark tangent. Team 7, now led by Kabuto, leaps from branch to branch through the forest.
Which is, I don't know if you guys know, the tree transition when
Yeah.
the lights come
Yeah.
in. That was so nice.
This is a much less dense part of the forest, and it's interesting that you can tell that.
Yes, it's so
Yeah.
pretty.
Sasuke asks Kabuto if he thinks there are any teams left, and Kabuto informs him that there are likely many teams waiting closer to the tower to ambush those converging there on their final day. Sakura excitedly suggests that they enact this strategy, but Kabuto notes that they are unlikely to be alone in this thinking. Naruto, of course, invites the competition, but Kabuto also warns that there will be collectors skulking around that central area.
The screen they use here for the collectors looked really nice.
I know, it's all these ripped as fuck dudes with red eyes, and he's like,
they look terrifying. Like they're drawn in like weird goblin-esque ways.
Why don't we get those guys as the side characters?
Yes.
They
That's
look-
true.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. I don't know anybody's name, but isn't pretty much the one with the dog at the beginning a collector?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kivo, he was like,
And
let's-
technically Gaara.
Yeah.
I think
He's more so of a collector of blood.
Yeah,
He's
Gaara
like
just
a blood,
likes
like a
killing
blood
people.
donation
But
guy.
Kiba, Kiba explicitly said, let's go up to these dudes just to see if they have
Just
scrolls.
in case,
Yeah.
because we might.
Do you think
Yeah,
Gaara
need
runs
them.
the local blood drive at the Sand Village?
I mean, in theory, if you could get someone you don't like to give Gaara a funny look and stand near them with like a cup, and then Gaara would do the crossover.
I feel like Gaara
Sort of
would
catch
go
it.
to a blood drive and grab like the pint bags and
Yeah.
just
Just start
swish
sipping,
'em.
start drinking them.
No, he just like pops them like water.
Yeah,
imagine that.
just to get that clench strength up for when he does sand
I
coffee.
just
I
his
donated
practice.
blood for the first time last semester, right? And while I was donating blood, I was a little hazy, so I had this one thought. This one really tall guy I know walks in. I was like, man, wouldn't it just be so fucked up on so many levels? He just walked in here unannounced, ripped the blood IV from me, and just started drinking it.
Yeah.
That's a thick blood move.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
God.
not allowed to donate blood, so
Oh yeah.
Loser.
I get
Wow.
tattoos too often.
Is that? Are you
You're not
serious?
allowed to get you're not
that's
allowed to
that's
give
weird.
blood if you've gotten a tattoo in the past 6 months, I believe, or it might be a year.
I have passed out
Interesting.
after every time I've given blood.
I would too.
Yeah.
I have
I didn't
really
pass
low
out.
blood
I
sugar.
still do it because like my mom like instilled it in
Bullied
my
you?
mind. Yeah, well, yeah. Basically, I was like, Mom, I pass out every time I give blood. I can't do it anymore. And she was like,
Wake up in the forest.
yeah, and she was like, Liam, you entitled little shit. You've got blood. You better give it away. So
Again,
Oh,
she's
no.
right.
yeah, I mean, if you can give blood, you really should give blood. You know what I mean? And they do.
Yeah.
They have stupid ass rules like the tattoo thing
That's
and stuff.
Yeah.
crazy.
And-
I didn't even
and
know. I would've
If
gone.
you're a
Blood.
homosexual,
Which is
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Why is that still a thing?
no, I know. There's some fucked shit, man. That's
Fuck the
just
Red
like,
Cross. I'll fight you all.
Yeah.
Not. I think that it's like a government thing. The
Fuck
Red
the
Cross
government.
Is pretty
I'll
lit.
fight you too.
Yeah, fuck the government. I don't think fuck Red Cross. I think they're cool.
Oh,
yeah,
I'm sorry, Red Cross.
I think
didn't
they're
mean
like, this is dumb, but we gotta do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So, but definitely fuck the government.
For
Fuck
sure.
the police.
Dude, you know what's a strange thing? My friend, he's just a guy from home. He's
Not
one
fuck.
of
Not fuck. You know, it's just.
We get it.
Yeah,
He's one of these guys who just goes like, "Oh, fuck this, fuck that, fuck."
Yeah, yeah.
At one point, he said we were just scrolling through something, and then the logo for St. Jude's pops up. He goes, "Fuck St. Jude's." How are you gonna say that to
yeah.
a little baby?
Yeah,
just sad as
Definitely
fuck.
not fuck St. Jude's.
No, they're angels.
Yeah,
keep
they're-
doing what you're doing.
Yeah, man.
But sponsor us.
Yeah.
I'll go bald for you.
Oh my God, we could go to. Imagine
Aww.
if a kid listened to this podcast and we went there.
I'd love
Oh my
to.
God. That'd be amazing.
We'll make trips. To
I would
St.
do
Jude's.
anything
Oh,
Yeah.
for the
for a kid
audience-
who was listening. I would do
Yeah.
anything.
For the
We'll do
audience,
it.
So
the only
cute.
thing Liam loves more
Than
than
kids?
Dragon Quest is children.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, dude, kids are cute as hell, man. Not in a Chris fight, not in a fighting Chris Hansen way.
Oh, no.
No, just like, yeah, I love like the kids section at Target. It always gets me like, oh, look how small these shoes are.
Oh.
But
Can
yeah,
you wear some like hilariously small clothing?
I know.
It's so funny.
Oh, and they have baby clothes that are just adult clothes, but small.
Yes. Oh, it's so
Oh,
adorable.
anyways.
really is.
So Kabuto warns about these collectors, and like you said, it is just people who want to get extra scrolls to take out other competition. Considering all these obstacles, Sasuke concludes that Kabuto is assisting Team 7 so that they'll help protect him as they near the tower, and Kabuto confirms his suspicions. That night, the group momentarily celebrates arriving within eyeshot of the tower, only to be approached by something from behind. Instantly, Naruto snaps into action and hurls a kunai behind
Hey.
him, just to kill a giant centipede.
I hate
Yeah.
centipedes.
Yeah, there's like giant shit all over this forest,
They
man.
could eat lions.
Oh yeah, That actually is a good callback. Okay, that centipede versus the 3 tigers that Anko had to fight that one
3
time.
tigers. The centipede would win. Imagine getting stomped out by like 100 feet.
Yeah, centipedes are creepy as hell.
They're so strange.
And Naruto really just dropped it with that
With
one
a single
kunai.
kunai. How much force did you
I know,
throw
seriously.
with
Kabuto suggests Naruto try to keep it down. If they're going to get the advantage over enemy ninja, they'll need to travel slowly and quietly. As the night drags on, Kabuto stalks the area with a camouflage jutsu, which looks cool as fuck.
It does,
But
it reminded me of something from some other show, and I can't remember what it is, and I couldn't remember what it is, but I was like, this is the thing.
Yeah, it's like a weird like you can see his outline. It's all like milky, not milky white. It's
It looks like he was made out of clear jello.
Yeah,
It's
it
just
does. Like some sort of gel. Yeah, and well, Sakura traveled through high grass to hide, and Sasuke he went hard as fuck. Yeah. He was swimming in the like a river with a little bamboo shoot. Buddy, you didn't need to go that hard. Sakura's just in grass. Like you're fine.
No, I just love that thought process. He probably thought he was the coolest guy ever.
I know. No, here's what I think. Now that Sakura is like a badass character in her own right, Sasuke's trying to like whip the dick out a little bit and like show off.
Sasuke does constant dick whipping out. Like he did it to Kabuto too, when they're all in the forest.
Yeah, when he was like, "You better fight me." Yeah, he's trying to catch more eyes now.
Like, dude, come on, I get it. Because like you were right, when like Ino was all up on him, he could have thrown her off easy.
Exactly.
He likes
and
it.
we know that Sasuke at one point did say, "I like chicks with long hair." So maybe, maybe now that Sakura has short hair, he's like, "Oh shit, I was wrong all these years."
This is it.
Oh, I had no idea.
That's how you develop a fetish.
Yeah.
Oh my.
That's how it happens.
It's
a ninja battle here, and suddenly
it's
short hair.
Everybody's
Yeah.
Wow.
Naruto. I mean, Sasuke went super hard, and then Naruto went, I guess, super soft because he just totally failed at stealth completely. He like got caught in vines and was just screaming all the time. He was making quite the ruckus.
This dude cannot be quiet.
Yeah. Eventually, the group passes a trap filled with like the bloodied corpses of some unfortunate team, and Kabuto's like, "Yeah, it's only gonna get worse as we get close to the tower." Then, just a few steps later, Naruto springs his own trap, and a bunch of kunai fire at him, and Kabuto flings him to the side, and he gets
stabbed a bunch.
Yeah, he gets stabbed a bunch, but then it's just a substitution. It's a log. Yeah.
Which is a strange thing.
Classic logs.
The thing is, I don't know, that was a weird little... Because you know how like I like the small details a lot? So the fact that they showed blood still kind of bothered me.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pissed me off.
Because the whole point of the Sakura thing, well, her move is that you didn't see blood.
Exactly.
It wasn't real.
I completely agree. Yeah. Later, Sakura collapses from exhaustion, wondering how much longer they'll have until they reach the tower. Looking around, the others notice that they seem to have made no progress at all. In fact, the centipede that Naruto killed is still right behind them.
Fuck.
What the fuck? Yeah. I know. So Sasuke and Kabuto are like, "Oh, we must be in a genjutsu. We're walking around in an illusion. And the enemy's just trying to wear us out till we're so tired that they can strike."
This is probably my favorite one, but my favorite Hulu fuck up of all time. Instead of genjutsu, they said kenjutsu.
We're trapped in a kenjutsu.
It's just a bunch of Ken dolls, like, around.
My roommate had his mind blown. He wanted me to understand. Like, he was like, "Raj, what's kenjutsu?" I'm like, "Bro,
no, it's not it.
No idea."
Sure enough, a new rain ninja. We haven't seen him before, but he's wearing the same kind of mask as the dude that attacked them the first day. He and 39 other clones,
that was a lot.
like, gloop out of the trees, like all weird, like.
So I had a moment, which connects to a moment in an earlier episode. The black blood.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, these guys are like, they're all gloopy, just like, yeah. Oh, and those guys are from the Rain Village.
Yeah.
So I guess in theory, everyone from the Rain Village is just filled with tar. And like,
it's like, so the whole like Finch adaptation with the finches, the bird study. Who did that shit? Charles.
Like Darwin?
Darwin.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Evolution. So the whole like adaptation thing with different villages.
Yeah.
How like the Leaf villages use kunai, Rain village use senbon needles.
Yeah,
it's like a whole cultural thing. That stuff is super cool. Be on the lookout for that, you guys.
Oh
That's
yeah,
so
yeah, that is
cool.
cool.
Like
I don't know.
instead of logs, they use like snow bunnies.
Oh yeah, that was yeah. Like not everybody uses logs when they substitute because not everybody would have trees all around.
What is a snow bunny?
There was
bunny in the snow?
Zabuza. Yeah, he used like a snow bunny to substitute with, and that's actually how they knew that he was following them in the last arc because it was a bunny that's fur didn't match the season. because it was
Interesting.
raised in captivity to use for substitution.
Caught him lagging.
And they were like, oh shit, this is a ninja's tool because...
Which goes back to
They
thinking
just kill
about
the
them.
bunny?
No, they keep... No. Well, I mean, I guess they would.
Yeah, if they
yeah.
become
But this bunny was safe.
There's no
Yeah,
violence
yeah.
back then.
Yeah. No, Naruto's not a violent
But
show.
it goes back to the animals that they have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
they
use
breed
animals a
them?
lot in the ninja world, I guess. Yeah, so this guy appears, and that's how 35 ends. Our heroes are just preparing to fight.
Attack of the background clones, bro.
Attack of the background
clones.
Yeah. Well, episode 36, these background clones, as you say, mock Team 7 as they close in. And Naruto immediately fires a punch at one of them. But this is weird as shit. The target falls apart into this strange ooze.
I hated it.
And Naruto like gloops through him.
Yeah,
I
watching Morgan react is my
hated it.
favorite thing.
Yeah, and then there's like his where the ooze clipped away at his torso, another guy forms. So it's like two people, but from the hip
torsos.
up.
Dude,
Yeah.
ooze is such a weird thing. You ever see like when you said ooze, it reminded me of. You ever see the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger movie?
Yeah.
Where they had that ooze villain.
I have.
I've always
yeah.
wanted the little fucking ooze
Dude,
they had in the show.
the Power Rangers movie is a nightmare.
It is
because
weird.
I the only time that I saw it was the car dealership down the road from me that we would get car work done at had a little room with a VHS player in it for kids, and there were like 3 movies, and it was like the live action George of the Jungle, but the sequel,
What?
and the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie.
I've definitely seen the George of the
So-
Jungle live action.
Yeah, it's
Terrifying.
a trip, man. Sasuke activates his Sharingan to figure out what's going on, just in time to see the new clone body prepare to throw a kunai at Naruto. Sasuke manages to launch several shuriken towards the assailant, blowing the clone's arm apart into another puddle of that black mush. Next, the clone throws a kunai at Sasuke, but the Uchiha is unable to move. After using his Sharingan, the curse mark glows and paralyzes him with pain. Kabuto manages to push Naruto to the ground, but the kunai still grazes past Kabuto's knee and gives him a little cut.
Kabuto is the MVP here.
Yeah, he's carrying
He's
these
doing
boys.
everything.
Yeah, seriously.
I wonder if, he blew the hand clean off of that clone, right? I wonder if
Sasuke?
their hand,
Yeah.
the hand grew back, and also that hand grew into another person. Is that how those work?
This is the age-old question of if you cut Deadpool in half, does it form 2 Deadpools?
Fuck.
It's a
If
good
you were to if you hit yourself
Yeah.
and it hurt, are you strong or weak?
Could God make an unstoppable force and an immovable object?
Could you eat yourself?
Yeah.
And would you turn inside out? Would you disappear?
Would you burn calories eating yourself?
And that was Jaden Smith talk.
Yeah, it was kind of. Yeah.
I hate that.
A lot of interesting thoughts. Well, Kabuto gets up and runs over to the kunai that was thrown at him.
Dude, I'm just imagining
Yeah.
the one really stoned viewer just
Yeah.
getting hit with a lot of existential
Yeah,
questions
dude,
and not enough time to process the one
So weird.
beforehand.
This is such a trip of an episode because in the first 30 minutes it was us screaming about a bug, and now it's all of us hey man, what even is being alive?
Food chain?
More like a food circle, bro. Jeez.
This needs to be over.
So Kabuto runs over to the knife and he realizes that it's real. So he's not really sure where the genjutsu ends or begins because the shadow clones disappear when you hit them. And these clones are all these weird ooze and stuff. So we're not sure what's going on.
Mind games, baby.
Yeah. And all this time, all of the clones just in one monotone voice keep going over and over. Give us the scroll.
Which is
give us the scroll.
This entire scene, I think, is the best of the 3 so far. This was terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
Actually, this episode didn't have that bad of animation, to be
no,
honest.
not at all.
Yeah, and they just kept demanding the scroll.
Did you,
Yeah.
at this point, I want to ask, do you guys know what the episode title is? Because it was so funny.
Oh, I paid attention to
What
it,
is
but I
it?
can't remember.
It's Naruto going clone versus clone, mine are better than yours.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Sorry.
You really whipped it out in the episode title.
and it's so funny because these clones are kicking his ass. So
Yeah.
So situated.
Well, basically, Naruto gets upset that they keep asking for the scroll, so he's about to attack again. But Sasuke's really bro, you have to save your strength.
Naruto can't.
I know.
He
I
can't
know.
But
restrain
he said at the
anything.
beginning of this, he was 4 versus 40. I love those odds.
That was
Naruto is a
incredible.
fool.
The more the merrier.
Sasuke reveals that the enemies are illusions, and Kabuto expands on his observation, correctly deducing that the real enemy is hidden nearby,
Believe
and
that.
that they're throwing real attacks with the illusions simultaneously to trick them into thinking the illusions are real.
Actually, when's the last time we've heard Naruto say "believe it"? It's been a minute. He's been
Oh,
unconscious
wow,
for
it
a
has been.
while.
Well, yeah,
Been
I mean,
asleep.
he was out of the
I like
dream.
to imagine his snores are. Believe it.
Yeah. I'm gonna be Hokage. Naruto suggests they fan out and find the real enemy, but Kabuto is certain that this is just what the enemy would want. He recognizes this strategy as one often employed by physically weak shinobi, attempting to fool their opponents, and encourages the team to hold their ground. The real Rain Ninja trio, which is in fact close by throwing real attacks, they laugh at the Leaf Genin's optimism, hurling a barrage of kunai forth. Our heroes manage to deflect and dodge them, but they're left winded. Naruto activates his Shadow Clone Jutsu, planning to just bust through all the illusions. And
Using force versus force.
Exactly,
yeah.
until they find where the real aggressors are. And this surprises the Rain Ninja as their illusions just reform as quickly as Naruto can take them out. Still, with no other options, Kabuto, Sasuke, and Sakura join the brawl.
Which was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah.
And then,
Was
but
it, like,
we
back
cut
for
outside the
more?
forest, and literally the sun rises.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
how long were they fighting?
Well, we figured out that this test must have started around 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they scrape in like at 2. You know what I mean?
Christ.
So like, yeah, I think that they fought like until mid-morning. Because having battled all night, our heroes can barely stand, and the Rain Ninja dissolve their illusion, stepping forward to move in for the physical kill. The Genin with the gas mask recognizes Sasuke from the fight 5 days earlier.
Which is
that
so
first,
funny.
Yeah.
I know
He's
you.
like, you beat my ass, and now I'm gonna pay you back with interest.
That's when my roommate turned to me, was like, bro, this is such a cartoon. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Our heroes, however, only grin, and Kabuto, Sasuke, and Sakura transform into clones of Naruto. Because Naruto transformed 4 of his clones into his teammates so that he could fight all night while they hid and then ran up on these Rain Ninja now that they've revealed themselves. And so the Rain Ninja are surrounded.
I'm not gonna say it, but you know what Naruto was playing? You know what he was playing.
At least he used it correctly this time. That is some 4D chess. Naruto can barely stand, and Sasuke tells him to just you know, take a break for a second.
Relax
Let him
for
take care of
once.
things.
Come on.
Never to be outdone, however, Naruto musters the strength to knock down all 3 of their opponents with one punch. One Punch Man. True. Everyone is amazed by Naruto's stamina and strength because, and again, like I emphasize, he stayed up all night with the Shadow Clone Jutsu, with a Transformation Jutsu cast on top, fighting all these dudes. And on the 5th day in this fucking forest, he was still able to drop 3 motherfuckers with one punch.
He was just
That's
unconscious
Yeah.
for a while.
And Kabuto is
He
like...
did have a
That
long
is true.
rest.
That's true. That's actually true. But still, Kabuto's like, you know, if this kid learned how to use his chakra properly, he would be unstoppable. The Rain Ninja regain their footing and launch their Fog Clone Jutsu, causing a sea of even more clones to spawn.
Fog clone.
Naruto plans to just battle them all
Yeah.
until he reaches the real enemy, but his teammates protest, sure that he won't have the strength to keep running up against the wall. Kabuto jumps forth still to aid Naruto in combat as Sasuke tries to join him, but again, he's stopped by pain because of his curse mark when he tries to use the Sharingan.
Which he figures
Yeah.
out. That's why he
yeah,
can't move.
he's like, oh shit, every time I use the Sharingan, this thing, like,
It hurts.
basically, yeah, I can't even move. Leaping from one enemy to another, Naruto quickly finds that he passes right through the clones, and Sakura wonders if, again, the Rain Ninja aren't even in the crowd of clones. Yeah, forcing himself to draw upon the last of his chakra reserves. Like Sasuke's at the end of his rope. He
Poor little
activates
guy.
his Sharingan again, and the curse mark starts to like spread. He falls to his
Yeah.
knees, distracted by his cries because Sasuke's like, you know, this hurts.
Oh.
Yeah. Naruto gets attacked by one of the Rain Ninja clones, but Kabuto tanks the strike in his leg
MVP.
to push Naruto out of the way.
That's right,
This
baby.
guy.
Yeah.
Kabuto.
I know, he's just taking all the hits.
Going crazy.
Before Naruto can jump back into the fray, Sasuke reveals that, in fact, the real ninja aren't among the clones. But Naruto insists that someone physical must be there because Kabuto really got hit. When another clone lunges towards Naruto, Sasuke catches how they're doing this. The real Rain Ninja are using an Earth-style jutsu to hide beneath the ground, attacking from this hiding spot while the group is distracted by the clones to make it seem like it's the clones attacking.
So we've now seen, is that the fourth element used in jutsu? Because now it's earth. We haven't seen earth.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, sound kind of used it, but this is not earth dedicated.
I think Kakashi used an earth jutsu for the same thing, to just burrow underground. It was
Oh,
literally during the bell exercise.
Yeah, you're right. Because we've seen fire.
Yeah.
We've seen. Well, I don't know if you guys haven't seen the ice shit.
But it's
I saw
recap
it.
episode. Everyone's caught up,
Yeah,
bro.
dude. So sound. They're just really.
Yeah.
They're coming for Avatar right now.
Before Sasuke can tell them how the Rain Ninja are doing this, Kabuto gets attacked by them folding up out of the ground, and they slice him across the face, sending him flying back. Then they
Ow.
physically form above Kabuto, preparing to finish him off. But Kabuto's eyes go red.
Dude.
And he glares at them with such ferocity that they're paralyzed. Like, literally just a look, which gives Naruto time to roundhouse kick
He
them all
looked at
cold.
him wrong.
Yeah. Good thing it wasn't Gaara.
Naruto's been racking up those triple kills. Like,
I know,
yeah.
dude. I loved with the roundhouse kick. He really just like flung
Yeah.
himself over. While Naruto searches the Rain Genin's bodies for a scroll, Kabuto inquires about the curse mark, but Sasuke quickly conceals it. He's like,
Now it's taboo again.
Yeah.
We
This
can't talk about
This
it.
bitch was like, is that a bruise?
yeah,
Come on.
clearly
Yeah,
not. What?
Well, I mean, if there had to be a weird-looking ninja bruise in the ninja world, it would make sense.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of true. Well, hey, our heroes get lucky because the Rain Ninja were carrying a Heaven Scroll.
And he yelled about it so loudly.
Well,
He was just
I
like,
mean-
hey everyone, a heaven scroll. But
This
like,
it's the day of the final, and it's like
but
probably
what about
around
the other
noon.
people who are waiting for like
Oh, they could
those
have striked
people
when they
that,
had the chance, yeah.
that Kabuto was talking about. That
Oh,
were
like-
just like waiting for
Yeah,
like,
but
people to
they've probably
have
all
things.
freaking gone in by now.
No, and to be
Maybe.
fair, they did get attacked for like a night and a half.
Yeah.
So
That
if
is
somebody
true.
wanted to
And
strike
thank God
them-
it was by, like,
Yeah,
imagine if those guys had
that
an
is
Earth
true.
Scroll. They would have just failed.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
straight up. Yeah. But, yeah, they get lucky. They've got it. But while Naruto is yelling about how great it is that they had a Heaven Scroll, Sasuke's like, yo, there's something off about this Kabuto character.
Yeah.
Probably because he picked up on
Yeah.
it when he, like, did the red eye stare at the
Yeah.
guys and stuff. Yeah.
I was still on Kabuto's like team when Sasuke said that. I was like, oh, I think Sasuke just doesn't like that
Yeah.
Kabuto's a nice guy.
Yeah.
I was not. I was
Okay,
completely the
I
opposite.
agree that Kabuto gives off fishy as hell vibes, and like it's weird that he just
Interesting.
showed up in the forest.
Yeah.
But I like, you've got me thinking about if Sakura really is like a stronger character now, and Sasuke's kind of into that.
Yeah.
Imagine he's feeling shown up by Kabuto.
That's what I'm saying. Dick measuring
Yeah,
contest, bro.
like Kabuto shows up. He's this nice guy. He's
Yeah.
stronger. He gets along with everyone, and
Taking blows.
He's older.
Ooh.
And Sasuke's like, yeah, well, I swam with bamboo. Didn't you see that, Sakura? That was cool.
I used a fireball to light the fucking
Yeah, yeah.
campfire.
Yeah.
Kabuto, fight me for that scroll.
Right now.
Yeah. He's just like, you don't want to fight me. You're a coward. The four head to the tower, and they meet up with Kabuto's teammates. Naruto thanks Kabuto for all of his help, but he won't hear it, insisting that it was Naruto who did the heavy lifting.
Which is so nice.
I know, nice guy Kabuto, man.
Kabuto.
Yeah.
Every time I think, like, every time he does a little glass thing, I'm like, what's up with you? He's
Yeah.
always just saving it.
But I love that though. This whole like, because if it had been Naruto thanking Sasuke, Sasuke would have been like, yeah, try not to stay behind next time, loser. And Kabuto was just like, no, Naruto, it was all you. You're handsome and you are gonna be Hokage someday. Believe in yourself.
Fucking motivational.
Yeah,
speech.
dude,
I love that.
that's so funny.
Believe in yourself.
Yeah, I like the headcanon that Kabuto's like a motivational speaker.
He has a great voice
Go
for
to
it.
his
He
head.
does.
His head talk.
His
Go
TED
to his
talk.
TED talk.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
got those little cards on him, and it's like, let's look at your ninja stats. Look at that, maxed out in every category because you're great in every way.
You're
Believe-
100 in my
Wow.
heart.
Yeah,
I feel-
push up his glasses.
For those
I
who
love
are
that.
listening, Liam just made direct eye contact with me while that happened,
Yeah.
and I feel so motivated.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. He would be an
Kabuto.
excellent motivational speaker.
Because thinking about how you listen to podcasts when you're in the
Yeah.
gym, dude, when you hear this back, you're gonna be
Yeah, I'm
pumping
like, yeah,
iron, bro.
Yeah, come on, I am 100%.
My card would have maxed out stats.
Yeah. So yeah, they go to, I guess they have assigned doors that they're supposed to enter in the
Yeah.
tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the two, they happen to be next to each other, which is cool. It makes sense because they're both leaf Genins. So,
Yeah.
and they're like, okay, best of luck to you. Let's go inside this tower.
See you later, alligator.
Yeah. So first we see Kabuto go inside the tower, and there's a fucking twist because Orochimaru is there, and he's like, "Hey Kabuto, since you're my spy, give me all the information on Sasuke." And it's like,
Fucking insane.
what the fuck? Sorry, I sprayed that. I did not say that. For those listening, there was a sprinkler effect.
The waterfall of spit all
so
over
hydrated.
Morgan.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's crazy, though, right?
Insane.
Orochimaru
That
is
was
just
crazy.
there.
Yeah, I did not see that coming
Katie
at
was
all.
there when I watched it, and I watched it without headphones in because it was right before I had to be somewhere, and I was like, oh!
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Katie's like, I know!
We were rooting for you, buddy.
That's wild.
You were so nice.
I know, and he gives Orochimaru one of those ninja info cards, which presumably has all of Sasuke's stuff, and then that scar that he had on his face from the kunai, he just wipes it away. He didn't get hurt at all. Yeah, and then...
I didn't even pick up on that.
Yeah, no, it was
That's
all an
crazy.
act. And then
Yeah.
Orochimaru just vanishes. He's there for 2 seconds. He's just like, hey, since you're working for me, give me all the info. Peace. Like...
Damn.
Bye-bye, bitch.
This motherfucker has a plan, and I don't know what it is,
Yeah.
but ooh, it's
Ooh,
scary.
it's
And
so
Kabuto's in on it, dude.
spicy,
He's
dude.
been in on it from the beginning? What the fuck?
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like, what the fuck is Kabuto's story? He's taken this shit 7 times. What's his game?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Push
I'm
your glasses
sorry.
up
That's
one more
crazy.
time.
This is wild.
I didn't
as
even think
fuck.
about that enough.
Team 7, on the other hand, enters an entirely empty room, except for a framed poem on the wall. Sasuke was being, like, helped along by Sakura, and he's like, oh no, I've got it from here. And then we see inner Sakura, and she's like,
What a drag.
yeah, she's
Not
not
your catchphrase, Sakura.
What a drag!
Yeah,
You can't
because,
do
You know,
that.
she liked having Sasuke off on her, you know what I'm saying? And then they notice the text on the wall, and Sakura reads it aloud. It says, if qualities of heaven are your desire, acquire wisdom to take your mind higher. If earthly qualities are what you lack, train your body and prepare to attack. When heaven and earth are open together, the perilous path will become righteous forever. This blank is the secret way that guides us from this place today.
So the
So I
hip
kind
to
of
the
forgot
hop
you
to
had
hip
stuff
hop to
written
the
down, and I
hippie.
thought you just had that memorized
No,
for a second.
I did have it
was like,
memorized when I was a
wow.
kid.
That's incredible.
Liam just did this whole like insane motivational
Yeah.
like
Dance.
like thing.
Well, Naruto wonders what word is missing, and Sakura suggests that maybe now they're supposed to open the Heaven and Earth scroll, bring Heaven and Earth together like the poem says, and grasping the 2 documents, Naruto and Sakura, they're shaking a little, they're nervous, and they get ready to open the scrolls, unsure of what will happen when the forbidden texts are unfurled. And that's the end of
That
episode
was so annoying.
36. Yes, that's the end of episode
Yeah,
36. Yeah,
You hear mushrooms rattling
Oh
in the
my
distance.
gosh.
yeah. Wow.
Mushroom people.
What did you guys think of those episodes?
I was so mad at the cliffhanger. I wanted to keep watching.
That's how kids felt when this first came
I
out.
wanted to know
know.
what would happen when they opened them together.
Yeah, it's kind of on me for grouping these 3 together, I guess, but it's
It's good. It adds suspense.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
first thing next week, we'll get to know what's
Yeah.
inside the
So
scrolls. But what about these episodes?
I liked him, but I wasn't like, oh
Yeah.
my god. I was like,
I continue to really like the direction that Sakura is going. I
Yeah.
talked about it a
Yes.
lot, but the Kabuto twist, I don't think they did it big enough because
No.
Orochimaru was just kind of there. Like that was
But I
a
feel like that's why it was so shocking.
Yeah.
Like if they made a big deal
he
out
was
of it,
just
you would have
like
seen it
leaning
coming.
Yeah.
casually against the
yeah.
wall.
I don't know. I think.
but we didn't even get like the scary music when it's like dun.
Yeah. I just think the way they use Kabuto now, knowing the twist, he was kind of like underused way
Yeah.
more because the only times he showed any form of like, because Sasuke picked up on it
Yeah.
very clearly, but it was all like here and there.
Yeah.
And I guess it helps that he's like a really nice guy and that kind of adds a little more
Right,
to the
right.
twist, but also you can make him do some more fucked up shit. Orochimaru had a whole thing with Anko. Like that made him a double he already like fucking like knocked everyone out. That's already like top 10 guy right there. But then the whole Anko thing. Give
Yeah.
Kabuto like a really
Like some
shifty
sort of fight against
dialogue.
him.
Give
Yeah.
him like a
Maybe-
weird thing.
I think also that stands to Kabuto's character.
Yeah.
He's
such a good
mysterious,
actor.
yeah.
He's like just
enigma.
kind of, he is a nice guy and he's been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of there and everyone's
He's
like,
the Joker.
Well,
There we go.
but I guess you're right. We don't know if he's like how he's being manipulated.
Yeah,
if
Yeah,
like
I
there
feel
was
like
nothing.
I like that.
Like he was just
The way
kind of
they
like
did
it. Right,
Orochimaru
no,
was
yeah.
just there.
Yeah.
And Kabuto was like, oh, this is it.
Yeah. So I
Bye.
guess
Yeah.
really we don't know. Yeah, we
I'm
don't
just
know
hoping
what
they'll
their
tell us
relationship
more
is.
eventually, but like I like that they left it ambiguous. Just
Yeah,
kind of like
it's definitely interesting.
he seemed like because then it was really a twist. Like I had no idea that was.
Yeah, here's a fan theory. I think that Orochimaru and the Curse Mark are way more Voldemort and Lightning Scar than I was realizing.
Oh,
because
sure.
if Kabuto has Orochimaru's energy, maybe that's why. No, it was because he was using too much chakra, actually. But this was a fan theory that I was thinking of. Because, like, if Orochimaru is hanging out right nearby, then maybe that's why the Curse Mark keeps hurting Sasuke. But then actually you pointed out that it was because he was trying to use the Sharingan. Yeah, that's my bad. Never mind.
Yeah.
But
Still interesting.
No, but yeah.
but when I
It's
didn't,
still like that.
yeah, I mean,
It's similar, just not as.
Right, yeah.
Similar.
That conspiracy theory came and went as beautiful as it entered.
Yeah.
Into the spider.
Into the Spider-Man, into the spider.
Oh my god.
Still the greatest thing I've ever said.
All right.
That was great.
It's pretty funny. Let's do some reader responses. All right, first we're going to do some quick patron shout-outs. Of course, you can help support this podcast at www.patreon.com/NaruTalkPod. For only $2, you can get into our Discord server, and, we're all active in that. We're always chatting in.
There. New
Raj-
emotes
So
coming
much fun.
in.
Exactly,
We're
yeah. So,
excited.
and at the $5 tier, you can listen to our exclusive monthly show, Rio Radio. We talked about it earlier. New episode coming
Yeah.
out next week when you listen to this.
Yep.
Yeah. And you also get a shout out on the podcast. For example, this week at the beginning tier, we have Kiara Gildea. I'm not sure quite how to pronounce it. I think that she's from somewhere in the UK, so that's cool.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah, thank you so much for your support and for your bombing ass name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
It's cool as hell.
It is a cool name.
Yeah, it is really actually, and of
Way
course.
cooler than Raj.
That's come on, man. Don't put yourself down like
No,
that.
dude,
Your
she
name's
pays
amazing.
money.
Well, yeah, but everybody's
I don't pay
amazing.
money.
That's I guess so. I mean, you pay a lot of
Money
time.
rules the world, bro.
Sure, and Kiara rules this podcast.
Yes, you do.
Or Ciara
Thank
or
you.
Kiara. Whatever it is, it's beautiful.
It is.
Yeah.
You are beautiful.
Those are all
Yes.
really sweet names.
Your stats are maxed
Stop
out
making eye
on the
contact.
Ninja
On the-
info card.
I'm not the patron.
I
Stop making.
Well, I know, but I'm
I-
projecting Kiara onto you.
I'm beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you.
You, Kiara Gildea. Of course, two other beautiful people who help support us are Dave Mata and Nina Kelly.
The best.
Yes,
The
who are
best. We
pledged
love you.
at an even higher tier, and they're amazing. They are, as I always say, the pillars that
Fantastic.
hold up my insanity. So if you want to let us know what you think of us and episodes, ask questions, give comments, there's a ton of places you can get in touch with us. Our Gmail is narutalkpod@gmail.com. Our Facebook is NaruTalk, the Naruto ShipPodcast. Our YouTube is NaruTalkPod. Instagram at NaruTalkPod, Twitter at NaruTalkPod. You can use the hashtag NaruTalkPod or NaruTalk, NaruTalkers, whatever. I'm always there for it.
We're around.
Yeah, our website is narutalk.wordpress.com, and again, one more time, that Patreon, www.patreon.com/NaruTalkPod. You're definitely going to want to check that out.
Believe
Definitely
it.
going to want to listen to Radio.
Yes.
Definitely going to want to, help support us. It's great. All those links are in the description below.
Yeah.
And all right, guys, let's hear a reader response or two.
Let's get into it. Woo!
Alrighty.
On Twitter, Carolee Games YT.
Oh yeah. Okay. So this guy has a little bit of an interesting Twitter name. It's Carolee Games YouTube, I assume is what the
Oh.
hashtag Road to 100.
I hope you get
Oh
there.
wait, that's
honey.
part of the name.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know.
Okay, I was gonna read that. I thought that was part of the
His
tweet.
handle is at Games Carolee.
At game. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. They said every Monday I wake up eyes wider than Sakura's forehead, awaiting the next episode of NaruTalk.
Bless
And that's
up
incredible.
at Games Carolee.
I
Yeah.
love that.
That's an
Fuck
amazing
yes.
response. I love when they tie in well. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. What's next? What's next, guys?
I have a comment from a favorite, and it's a little bit of a throwback. It's a Facebook comment from Dave Mata.
Yeah.
And he said, "Fun podcast, awesome to go back and refresh my memory with Naruto."
Yeah, so Dave did this thing on Facebook I didn't even know was a thing you could do. He recommended our Facebook page.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I don't know
How do you do
Facebook
that?
at all.
Yeah, it's
The-
like you recommend like a restaurant or like
Yeah.
something, and they
Oh,
have
wow.
pages.
Our-
It's like you recommend.
Fuck yes,
Our
Dave.
Facebook
Then
and
does
our
it
web.
just show up in people's feed?
It says like it's like a post.
It's like
you
Dave
recommend-
recommends.
wow.
Yeah.
It's like
That's so cool.
yeah.
I know, he's badass as fuck.
We love
And
you,
I
Dave.
love that.
It's funny because our Facebook and our website are by far the worst things that I run because I really don't know how to do that. And so it's really nice that Dave went through the trouble of typing something on there. Yeah.
Massive legend, Dave. You're the best.
Yeah.
Anyways, Raj,
Stay
do you
up.
have something?
I do. So from this is from Instagram at Dahlia Doodles.
Yeah.
They said, I just got to the part where Raj says being a female character in Naruto is worse than death, and I just went, ooh, sick burn, bro. And it's so painful to watch the female characters in Naruto after watching Avatar, the one with the blue arrow, as a kid. So like Last Airbender.
Yeah.
My standard of female character writing was made higher because of that. guys, remember Azula?
Yeah.
Yes, we do remember Azula. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Most of the females on that, if not all of them,
That's
are
true.
Yeah.
insanely written.
That show is
So good.
really, really good.
Yeah.
And
Amazing.
I might have made a podcast about that had that idea not been taken.
Yes.
Although, the character development in now, I'm feeling a little bit for, I'm feeling a little bit for
feel
Sakura.
better.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
Sakura's
We're
great.
growing. We're getting
Yeah,
there.
we're getting there.
Yeah.
We're making progress.
Don't worry, Dolly.
But Dolly Doodles, thank you for your comment. That was a sick burn, and I appreciate you letting me know that. I'm gonna isolate this comment and put it on my walls.
So please like, subscribe, rate. I don't know wherever you're listening.
Wherever
do
you can.
what it is.
Yeah.
If
Do
you're-
what it is.
Yeah, do what it be, baby. And please give us a 5-star review because it really helps with our analytics and stuff, and you can do it right in the podcast app on your phone. So it's easy as hell. Just write something really quick, and we'll always read them out, even if they're weird as shit. For example, I got one from Sharkbait. Who's yeah, exactly. And their 5-star comment was titled "Hello," and they just said, "So then my colon is lying there on my chest. I wake up in the middle of the surgery. I accidentally swallow half of it. How did that happen? I wonder. When all of a sudden, that's when the laxatives hit." So
Thanks, Shirt.
weird choice,
Yeah.
but it was a 5-star review.
So we read it. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair.
and the moral of the story there is 5-star reviews help us enough that I'll read anything.
Right?
Literally
Anything.
anything.
Yeah.
But please continue that. It's very interesting.
I'm glad the likes
Yeah.
Yeah, make another account. Leave us more
Whatever
5-star
that
review.
is.
Tell us more of
Yeah.
the story.
Yeah.
Tell your friends. That's a great way to get new listeners.
Yeah.
Turn them on to the good word of Naruto. And of course, as always, big thanks to Glenn Federico, who does our art
Love
and
you, love you,
logo
love you.
and is a patron himself, and Ali Caruso, former co-host, who does the amazing
Love us.
photoshops every week.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Love you,
Love
Ali.
them.
And
We do love you.
yes, next week the episodes that we are watching are 37,
Boom.
38,
Boom.
and 39.
Boom.
Let us know what you think of those if you happen to watch ahead.
Something very exciting is also next week.
Send it. Oh, it's Katie's birthday.
It's Naruto's and
Oh,
Katie's
Naruto's birthday
birthday.
too. Yeah, yeah.
It is, yes.
Oh wait, are
Well,
we?
not when we're
We're
recording, not when
recording,
we're posting.
but it's happening next week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or this week when you're listening.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
that's
Wait, so
true.
do we record on Katie's birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, we'll talk about that on
Send
air
in
next
your
week.
birthday
Yeah.
wishes now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, so we can announce it. Oh, that's great. Good call. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Send Katie birthday wishes, please, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll post your PO box somewhere. Send us gifts. Send us a cake. Just
Bring them to the live show.
Bring 'em to the
Remember,
live show.
Live show. SUNY Purchase, November 8th, 7 p.m. in the Humanities Building, 1032. Come, be there or don't be, but that'd be lame.
Yeah. Bring gifts or don't bring gifts. Bring yourself. Bring
Just
a
bring
friend.
yourself. Yeah, we'll have little stuff. It'll be a great time. Anyways,
Yeah.
thank you everybody so much
You're
for
all the
listening.
best. Thank you for listening.
Your
We
support
appreciate
so
the
much.
shit out of you.
Yeah.
And I'm
Love
talking
you.
to you. Yes, you. I know
Yeah.
you're questioning it,
You
but I'm
driving
talking
right
to
now.
you.
I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Don't crash.
Yeah, don't crash.
Don't crash.
Oh, look
Yeah.
at
You're the worst.
Don't fucking do that. I got worried. I'm not even driving.
I was like, what?
Why is there another stink bug? No, yeah. Thank you all so much for listening.
Stay safe.
And well, yeah,
Yeah.
in fact, as always,
Be safe, have fun, believe it.